What's going on? Oh man, Captain Newbie says, "Hey yo." Russ says, "Hey yo." Joey, what's going on, Joey? I feel like you tonight, being a degenerate, being a little tardy to the party. Let's see. Jimmy says, "Hey yo, what's up?" Lionel, how you doing? Oh, one. I need the top. That's all right. Thank you. And then one more thing. The one over there that says 1800. In the front. In the front. No. Keep. No. Oh, that's the back. That's the back. Yeah. The to the left. It has a silver top. Not that one. That one. It says 1800 on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's coconut.
Oh, it's not coconut in there. Don't worry. Thank you. All right. What's going on? Lionel. How you doing? KB. He says, "Howdy, folks." Russ is cuffing stuff. Yes. Hey, KB. That's it's that ain't 1800, bro. That ain't 1800. All right, so tonight, I got something a little different. You know, this is I won't say this is the same, but I feel like I'm slowly but surely working on this bottle here. And then I have. How many know what this is? Anybody know what this is? What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody is good. Can everybody hear me okay? Anybody, y'all know what this is? Inca Cola? Anybody? Or is it just me? Does anybody else know about it? Let me get out to my channel here. Let's see. No, we don't want that. We're gonna go out. Yeah, you know what? What up, Nick? It's not banana. It's actually vanilla. It's vanilla. Yeah. Here, come here, little girl, because she's itching to try. Oh, come on. I can't verify it's me right now. Oh, gosh. Alright, so let's just do this the other way. We're going over here. And I'm trying to log on to my account and monitor the live stream, but I'm using my older laptop. It still has me logged in. What the heck? Let's see here. Studio. Content. Live. Now it wants me now. Come on, bro. Get out of here. Alright, I guess I'm not going to be able to monitor the live stream tonight. But we're going to put some Inca Cola down in the cup. Nick, how you doing, man? How's everything? My buddy Nick. Looks like pee. Thanks. Jeremy Pena. He said, "What's up?" I always see the banana. Is there banana? There's no banana on here. I'm telling you, it's vanilla. Just because it's yellow, Inca Cola tastes like vanilla, not bananas, like a sweet vanilla. Don't they make a pina colada flavored one? Probably. But so Inca Cola, I don't 100% know, but I know the Inca Cola I get is always the golden. The golden cola, this is, which is spelled weirdly. Inca Cola, the golden cola. A golden carbonated beverage, artificially and naturally flavored. Yeah, it's vanilla. I think a lot of people don't know that. Let's see. Water, high fructose corn syrup, less than some citric acid, sodium bentonate. To protect the taste, caffeine, artificial natural flavors. That didn't tell me a daggone thing. didn't tell me anything. What up, Steven? How you doing this evening? All right, glad to hear you doing well, Nick. Greg, how you doing, man? He said, "What's up, Dash?" Or "What's good, Dash?" I'm sorry, putting words in your mouth there. Man. That laptop says you tired. Sure enough. So, just waiting for some warmer weather. Sure enough, man. Victor, howdy. So, Victor, I saw your message earlier, and that's something we'll probably talk about in the second hour. Only because I planned to do a whole video talking about Justin's video. All right, let's see. Everybody saying hi. Mr. Richard, checking in from Catonsville. How you doing, sir? Salute. He said, "Man, I like that pour you just made." Sure enough, man. Shoot. This, ain't no light pours over here. Not at all.
What does salud mean?
Salud? It's like cheers. It's not like, but it's cheers in Spanish. Need to get the scooter out. Yeah. All right, Victor, thank you for your understanding. I didn't get a chance to reply to your message. I saw it, but didn't get a chance to reply. Yeah. So taste tester number 1 is usually in the kitchen making noise. Today it's taste tester number 3 in the kitchen making noise. She is making her lunch. Any suggestions for leftover brisket? Man, the possibilities are endless. You can make some chili. I make chili all the time I used to make chili all the time with leftover brisket. I have a video talking about, actually, let's see if I can find it. I have a video where I did like brisket enchiladas, maybe. SDSBBQ. Oh, hold on 1 second. Rush, you funny. So let's see here. Let me go to my channel and let's do a search for brisket. ENCHELADA. Brisket enchilada. Nope. Let's just do a search for brisket, which is going to yield too many results. This is a video I did a long time ago. Brisket beans. I made a leftover brisket cast iron. A leftover brisket cast iron skillet pizza. I made a smoked brisket shepherd's pie. I vacuum sealed it. I'm trying to think. I know that I have a video where it was like brisket enchiladas or something. It was something. Yeah, it was a Latino based meal. So hey, look, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. So taste tester number 1 is on washing dishes. That's his responsibility. The thing is, he is upstairs doing who knows what when he should be down here washing the dishes. But taste tester number 3, like I said, is she was making her lunch for school tomorrow. Like, she made a really complete lunch, actually. Jimmy said brisket and shrimp gumbo. I'm not mad at that. I like surf and turf. Jeremy says thanks. Sure. FCB, what's going on? He says, hey there, Dash and Chat. How you doing? Inca Cola and the clear. My goodness, that's a good combination. Whether it's brisket tacos and brisket and eggs, brisket and oh yeah. What's something that you like to see me do with leftover brisket?
Brisket sandwiches.
Brisket sandwiches, okay.
Sloppy Joes.
Sloppy Joe. I did do Sloppy Joe with brisket. That turned out great. That was like so good. So the whole thing was I cooked the brisket for us, and it probably was, I don't know, 6, 8 months ago. And I'm like, all right, the whole thing was I wanted to do a brisket and then like do a different thing with the brisket every single night. I made pizza with it. I made Sloppy Joe with it. I'm trying to find. I made the shepherd's pie with it. So I forgot about the Sloppy Joe. But that was 3 things. Brisket and eggs, of course. So smoked brisket. So yeah, it was 9 months ago that I did this. Oh, and the whole thing was I made this brisket shepherd's pie for Pie Day. So those that don't know, Pie Day is March 14th. So Meegs, where's Meegs at? And he said it still blows my mind that people have leftover brisket. Oh man. Yeah, we can't eat it all sometimes. I'm trying to think, man. I know. Let me look at my playlist here. Because it was in the beef videos. View. Nope. Anyway, I'll find it later, I'm sure. I'll think about it and I'll figure out the name of it. There you go. Thank you, Steven. Steven, yo, Lionel says, damn, smoked brisket shepherd's pie sounds awesome. And there is a video out there for that one, Lionel. So, definitely check that one out. Steven is awesome, and he went ahead and found the video for the cast iron skillet pizza that I did with brisket. Victor is awesome. He says mac and cheese brisket, eggs Benedict brisket, vegetable beef brisket soup. Oh, what a big list. Grumpus says brisket chili. I talked about making chili. I need that cup. It'll match the new bike. Yo, it sure will. So my buddy Nick just got a new motorcycle. And it is just about this same exact color. Dude, I got this. This is one of those Ozark Trail cups. And this is the OG cup. I've had this cup for a long time. Those of you been around, y'all know this cup. Yeah. So there you go, Steven. He posted the video for the shepherd's pie. FCB said, I'm doing great. Thanks. Warmed up today to a balmy 25 degrees Fahrenheit. It was -10 yesterday. Grumpus says brisket enchiladas. That's what I swear. Brisket ENCH. Maybe I just spelled it wrong. ILADAS. Because there we go. So DC Cooks. Those of you guys who remember, DC Cooks. Let's see if I can do this now. So we're gonna go here. What am I doing here? Sorry guys, give me a second here. I'm trying to get to the point where I can post, videos in the chat. Alright, finally. Hey, if you haven't already, please do me a solid and hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Alright, so this video that I'm posting is a video from DC Cooks. DC Cooks was the guy that I went and did the Steak Cook-Off Association event with the first time. And, fast friends, basically, especially fast food friends on YouTube. And he did this brisket enchilada video. And I was like, oh, man, I have some leftover brisket. And I did it. Yo, it was great. Turned out great. FCB, look at him. He's trying to keep us on target. We are 15 minutes in just about. He said, failed experiment. And cook was the first thing I ever smoked. Boneless chicken breasts. They came out as what I would describe as smoked hockey pucks. Sean says, "What up? What up?" I think you know it's one of those things, man. When I tell people all the time, start with chicken, cook chicken, because chicken is easy, it's forgiving, and it's cheap. But one of the things I don't always say explicitly is cook leg quarters or thighs and legs first before you venture into cooking chicken breasts, because chicken breasts are not very forgiving, and it is one of those things where you mess it up, you mess it up. Grumpus, how you doing, man? There's only 5 people in my house. I appreciate it too much, but it tastes so good. Um, let's see, bubblegum shrimp, bubblegum brisket gumbo, in my best bubblegum. Oh wait, see I can't. Bubble Grumpus brisket gumbo. Yeah. Oh, Sean said he's like 0-3 with brisket. No, man. Mm-mm. Sean, man, have you been watching my videos long enough? Spaghetti. Now, spaghetti is something I haven't put brisket in just yet, only because I'm a, I won't say a stickler, but I'm a little slight traditionalist when it comes to spaghetti. I have to put ground meat, and then I also put sausage in with it, and like a kielbasa or a smoked sausage, and I just haven't used brisket. Oh, KB says lasagna. Yes, I make smoked brisket for New Year's Eve. Nice. Well, hopefully it turned out. Brisket stuffed peppers. I have stuffed peppers before. Actually, I didn't really stuff peppers. I do a stuffed zucchini. But never have I done brisket with it. But that is on the list. Lionel says, yo, good people, please hit that thumbs up button. Yes. All right. So that video that I posted is to DC Cooks, his brisket enchilada video. You like the way I snuck in that Grumpus in there? I sure did. Yeah, Grumpus. Yeah, I agree. He says you'll get it, Sean. Especially sticking around here. Rick, he says, hello, 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 hello. Broom, broom, broom. Three Stooges. Easy brisket baked beans. Thank you. Steven is finding all the old brisket leftover videos. Let's hope so, because the experiments are getting expensive. Yeah, Sean, especially. You picked a fine time to want to experiment with briskets, dog. But I'm sure you know how to write those things off, right? Grilled beef kidneys. Oh, no, no, no. No, thank you. Jerry says, Happy New Year, Dash, my bro. Yes, sir. FCB says, why would you eat a kidney? Agree. Like, organ meats? Nope. Only time I really eat organ meats are when I don't know I'm eating organ meats. Like in scrapple or hot dogs or... yeah, scrapple or hot dogs. That's about it. What?
Organ?
No. Just scrapple. Hot dogs are like leftovers. The scrapple is all of the stuff they don't put in hot dogs. Yeah. So the hot dogs, you're safe. But you don't... oh, though. Alright, let's see. Lathan Sama. Lathan Sama? Am I saying that right? He said she made Aaron Franklin's bean recipe. He said it was awful. I think I have tried those beans, and I didn't particularly care for them either. There was too much chili in it for me. Victor says stuffed zucchini. Never heard of that. Interesting. Like you would, stuff a pepper, cut the zucchini in half, scoop out the meat, cook that in with your ground meat, put the ground meat back on top of the zucchini, some sauce, and cover it almost like a sloppy Joe mix. Put that on top of the zucchini, cover it with cheese, put it in the oven, bake it until the zucchini is done, uncover it, let the cheese melt, or cheese brown. Rick said, I just fired up a big batch of chicken livers, green beans, and cream corn as the sides. You got that, Rick. Have I ever injected a Wagyu brisket? No. I've never even cooked a Wagyu brisket. Do you know what my budget is? How like y'all really think I'm making a whole lot of money off of this YouTube channel? I'm not. Now I'm gonna have to get some food. Sorry, Nick. All right, so look, meat smokes and brisket cost way too much now. I'm sticking to pork. Yeah, dude, chicken. Rick says scrapple is good. Hell yeah, man. Organs are to fertilize your garden. Sure. Bernie's Blue Line Barbecue. What's going on? He says, what's up, y'all? KB says, before me and a friend I knew any better, many moons ago, we smoked a turkey with mesquite. The turkey ended up like garbage. Learned what mesquite was all about that day. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, yeah. All right, so Lafana Lafana Sama? Lafana Sama? I'm sorry. But yes, totally agree. Too much chili. Victor says liver is good for only two things: to feed the cat and the crab bait. Nice. Scrapple, the other gray meat. Yep. I made brisket tamales for New Year's Eve. That's what's up. Last Easter, I tried smoking bacon, unwrapped Cadbury eggs. Fail. Oh, bacon wrapped Cadbury eggs. So you know the whole take an egg and put ground beef around it and wrap it in bacon, or like I've never done like one of those smoked meat fatties or one of those things. No, I've never done them. I don't know. Smoked scrapple. I can attest I have done that, and I tell you what, it was a fail. The scrapple, or the thing that holds the scrapple together, is like the collagen gelatinous bit, and when you get it past a certain temperature, it starts to melt like cheese. That's one of those definitely ask me how I know. Yeah, that did not turn out the way that I wanted it to, for sure. Like I said, knowing now what I know, I would have put it on a piece of aluminum foil, so that, because what ended up happening was the scrapple ended up like sliding in and down and almost through the grate. It was wild. It was wild. Um Russ said I could see eat more vegans preparing the zucchini now. Yeah, man, shoot. Brisket tamales sounds baller. Yeah, Scotch eggs, Kevin James says. Yep, I've never done any of those things, man. Mr. Silver Bart says mesquite is added to the main heating logs, not the main source of heat. Although here in Texas, he says he's done it. Victor, I know. He says, wait. Why would you inject a wagyu? Wrong, just wrong. I understand and agree, Victor. It's just some people have deep pockets, dog, and they want to take a brisket that is already like over the moon delicious and try to make it that much better. Better. I'm using air quotes. That's just not my thing, man. To me, barbecue is simple. I am not cooking. I don't want to cook a higher cut than like a prime or a choice. Like I sometimes have problems cooking prime briskets, just because the the cost and like the pros and the cons just don't work out for me. And again, I don't have deep pockets, so I'm doing a lot of this barbecue, and especially now that I haven't been cooking as much for other people, it's coming out of my pocket. Fried scrapple is delicious. Yes, FCB, that is the way to cook scrapple, fried. And you kind of have to do like so. I'll have it two ways. So hold on. FCB says egg wrapped in ground meat is a Scotch egg. Okay, so FCB says fried scrapple is delicious. So yes, so I'll do my scrapple one or two ways. I'll do like a thin cut, or I'll do a thick cut. But I'll do a thick, like if I do the thick cut, I will let the edge crisp up, and then I'll smash it like to make it thin, so that the soft scrapple like spills out, and then flip the whole thing and then let that cook to its crisp too. Or I just slice it real thin and have it that way. I actually have some scrapple in the freezer. I might take it out and fry up some scrapple. I'm glad I ate before you got, because this will make me really hungry. Bacon wrap scrapple. No, sir. No, sir. There is bacon like infused or scrapple with bacon, Nick. But my nails haven't eaten liver and onions since I was 8 years. I still remember the beating my mama gave me for not eating it. I'm sure. Hog in the building. He says Georgia Bulldogs. Kevin James said I've been trying to perfect homemade bacon. I had somebody ask me about making bacon for them the other day, and I'm like, I just don't. Sometimes I know my bandwidth, and I don't have the patience for it. But yeah, Mr. Jimenez, how you doing? It's just has a chicken brisket video. Oh my god, dude, Rick, how? Terry, what up, Terry? He says, hey yo, Dash, how you doing? Yo, FCB, just don't. He said chicken brisket, yeah. Meat and Smoke says, have I tried Berkshire pork? No. Again, yo, I wish I could say that I could afford some of these things. I don't like the majority of the things that I cook are for two groups of people. One, my family. Two, people who are paying me to cook. So what ends up happening is the people who pay me to cook, I buy extra food, and that food becomes the food for my family. Do 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 do. What? That's the more you know. I mean, I just look. Again, I'm not getting rich off of this YouTube channel. Let's see. Smoked bacon wrapped scallops. Now, I can get with that. I'm trying to think. You know what scallops are.
Oh, the white.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Making your own bacon just seems like a chore. Sean, see? There we go. Future webcam billionaire. What's up, man? Fam and I are doing well. Thanks for asking. Yes, indeed, FCB. Yo, he really made a chicken brisket. Hold up. Pause. Open in a new tab. Yo.
300 degrees. Got my new rub. Texas Freebird chicken seasoning. Stuff is money, guys. Today, something special. Got a chicken brisket. Gonna throw it on the Weber. Gonna cook it. Put it down. It's gonna be money. It's gonna be money. I'm excited.
How?
I'm excited.
How?
I would say, stick around. All right. Chicken brisket. See? Got the point. Flat.
Yo, Rick, you's a fool. It's just a chicken breast. All right, let's see. Terry said I got injections to both knees today. Oh man, well hopefully you're sitting your butt down and resting. And he says raspberry vinaigrette was the worst marinade I ever used in my life and ruined supper for me. Ruined the supper for me. Good job. Oh man, you ever tried peanut milk? No. Never peanut milk. I mean,
What if you just put if you got milk and put peanut butter in it?
I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, almond milk, soy milk. I've even done, almond, soy. What other non-dairy milks have we done? Lactate. Does lactate count?
We always have one.
Yeah, we always have lactate. We do lactate and almond milk in the house. I feel like we've done almond, soy. I feel like we've done cashew milk. We've done cashew milk.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm saying we've done cashew milk. Victor says, Dash, why are folks asking a fellow who doesn't eat pork if you do different pork products? Come on, gang. So the whole thing is, Victor, not everyone realizes or remembers or has watched enough of my videos to hear me talk about how I don't eat pork. But I just kind of go with it. It's okay. I mean, I don't hold it against anyone that they haven't seen or heard me talk about the fact that I don't eat pork. Steven, Kent, yes.
Sorry. I have a question.
Yes.
How do you ever want something that's pork, but you know you can't have it.
It's not that I can't have it. I choose not to eat it. So there are times when I'm like, okay, I'm going to go against doctor's orders and I'm going to eat some of this because it'll be something I've never had before. Like we were on a cruise and there was something at the chef's table and it had bacon in it. So I mean, yeah, I ate that. Um, Kent says, hello, gang. Can't stay long. I have to watch Steven's new video. Oh, dude, Steven's video was phenomenal. It's full of bacon and cabbage, and I have some beef bacon here. I think there might be a half a head of cabbage left. So, I just got through stepping and cooking Indian food. Nice. Andy says, Happy New Year, my friend. Wish you all the very best. Thank you, sir. Right back at you. Oh, Barbecue with Neil says, good evening, everyone. How you doing? Skippy peanut butter, sugar, and milk in a blender. All right. We use Jif in this house, all right? Jif. Now, does it have to be crunchy or can it be creamy? Like, you know. Um, Kevin says, Sean, it's easier than you may think making bacon. I don't know, man. I don't have the attention for that. Look, how the hell do you milk an almond? So you turn it kind of into a powder, put it in water, and then you allow the stuff to come from, like we've made almond milk and cashew milk. Yep, yep. Mommy has some cheesecloth bags or something like that, and we've made it. Jeremy says your kids will love it. Okay, Skippy peanut butter, sugar, and milk in a blender. That's how you make peanut butter milk. So peanut butter, sugar, and milk in a blender. Something for over the weekend. You write it down. Take a note. I'm a fan of the idea. Peanut butter, sugar, and milk. No problem, Rick. Yo, obviously you see I'm cracking up, right? Dude, only whole milk in this house, man. I tell you what, FCB, not everybody can tolerate that, okay? Russ says, Sean, I put a pig belly on a bus bin with the salt and sugar for 10 days, flipping it each day. Then gave cold smoke for 6 hours, easy back in the fridge, then the slicer. I think in the milk would work as a substitution. Yeah. All right, Terry, I'm glad to hear you taking it easy. I used to put peanut butter in my Rice Krispies, so I guess it turned into peanut butter milk, huh? Tandoori chicken is not my favorite, but I do eat tandoori chicken. I won't say if I have to. Victor says peanut milk. Peanuts don't have. Wait, how? Terry says only whole milk. Dude, I'm telling you, man, some folks just can't do whole milk. Now, even when I do lactate, I do a 2% milk. I don't know. Whole milk to me is like chewing milk. Like and I can't do 1% or fat free. That's just like drinking white water. So I grew up on 2% milk, so I've always been a 2% milk fan. You see Joe's video, pork on pork crime. No, I did not see it, Kent. I've been limiting my beef intake. Yeah, look, getting old ain't no joke, Nick. You know, sometimes you have to start understanding and listening to your body. D-Dub, what's going on? He says, hey, yo, Dash, hello from D-Dub's Backyard Barbecue out here on the left coast. Sorry I'm late, but had to get the family fed. Dog, there's no need to apologize. Jeremy says, smooth and Jif, G-I-F. He said, works good too. Nice. Crunchy peanut butter is only for non-civilized society. Show, why are you yelling, dog? Why are you yelling? Russ said, latest experiment was a bonchon chicken. Pretty good as my son slammed it. Nice. Cornbread or chocolate cake? Well, cornbread is for dinner and the chocolate cake is after dinner. Duh. Almost a very small. Oh my gosh, can't use on a roll tonight. If we were lactose intolerant, we would literally die. I mean, to an extent, but I think I'm gonna say having milk, but having milk has a higher concentration of lactose. That is, I don't know what it is, but I could have, like, again, it's just one of those things, man. Yeah, but it's something about milk, like dairy milk, that is I don't know what it is, FCB. Because I agree, eating ice cream, maybe it's just in the processing. Who knows? Um, Rick's talking about he's got some almonds on his table. He said, I'm yeah. Opening my indoor catering business is going to be going to boom big Indian food. Has a lot of milk beverages. Yes, I'm trying to think. There's a dessert that has like it's very milky, and I wouldn't do. Look, Nick said I do 2% for life. Heck yeah, man. Neil says 1% here. My doc said I need to downsize, so I've been working on that. Nice. Uh, that's what's up, man. Lionel says I guess I'm part of the non-civilized people like crunchy. I like crunchy peanut butter. Mario, what's going on, man? He said, yes, it's a me, Mario. He said, whole milk for life. Yo, y'all throwing up gang signs with your fat percentages. Yo, funny. uh, so Slick Jones says intolerance doesn't mean allergy. Agree. We getting some folks coming out the woodwork tonight. We're supposed to be talking about failed experimental cooks, and this is why I love y'all, man. Because I try to stay on topic, but uh, ever try making fried rice on a flat top? Yes, Kevin, I have made fried rice. Listen. I have my little tabletop Blackstone, and I have been using it. Like I use it not a lot, but I use it pretty regularly. The main reason why I use it is because Taste number one cooks in the kitchen and he doesn't clean up. And I don't want to cook behind him and then have to clean up both our messes. So I'll cook outside. Plain and simple. So I cook outside. I don't have to worry about cleaning up his mess. I don't have to worry about making a mess in the kitchen. And like I said, I cook outside. No big deal. With that being said, I had, and I'm trying to think what I had. I can't even remember what the meat was, but I sauteed some peppers, some onions. I even put an egg in there, and I had some like leftover Chinese food rice. Yeah, it was so good. I tore it up. I can't even remember what the meat was I had. Uh, Neil says buttermilk is good. Yes, buttermilk is good for waffles and pancakes for sure. Let's go. Yep. Oh, here the Indian rice pudding, really good, really really good. Webcam. Look, Sean says 1% and skim are just colored water. Yep. Like I said, man, they white water. Can't tolerate milk because grown folks ain't supposed to drink. Eat it. DJ Cool Cat, Cool Cut, Cold Cut. Jeez. Sorry, I need to put my glasses on and then I could probably actually read. Does anyone know how much firewood prices have increased? So, DJ Silver Bart, or excuse me, Mr. Silver Bart, I can't answer that question. The last bit of firewood I received, I got for free, but it did cost me having to go buy a log splitter. So, yeah. Uh, yes. Yeah, webcam CEO, you gotta remember I'm a couple moments behind. Nick, he said, I love my Blackstone. I have done so much with it. Take it to the beach. Buttermilk, salt, and pepper in a glass mix well. What? What? You just straight drinking buttermilk? No, I've never heard of that. What? Ever try using orange juice instead of water when making pancakes? It'll change your life. No. So I have not, and we don't keep orange juice in the house because the kids drink it all up. So like, I had for my wife's birthday. Yes, taste system. Listen. What are you doing up? It's 9:42.
Mom said go to sleep at 10.
You need to go up in your room and get in bed because it's 10 o'clock. You're gonna be still up after 10 o'clock. Good night, little girl.
I need to unpack my bag first.
Alright, so Sean, was that for the buttermilk, salt, and pepper, or was that for the orange juice and pancakes? Which one was that for? Slick Jones has experimented with salt and pepper, only beef ribs. I need onion or garlic, etc. Wasn't impressed. So I'll tell you what, man. I know better. And hold on one second. Let me get my hood off here. I am getting warm. Um the clear is starting to work. I'm warmed up. Good warmed up. All right, so Slick says he experimented with salt, pepper, only beef ribs. I need onion, garlic, etc. Wasn't impressed. I agree. Um, I did salt, pepper, and garlic. I did almost like the same ratio or similar ratio to how uh, Louis Mueller does, or Louis Mueller barbecue. How they do their beef ribs, and yo, it's a lot of damn pepper. A lot of damn pepper. And I think it's because I want some a more complex flavor than just salt and pepper and mainly pepper. That yeah, I agree with you. Steven says rice pudding is good, but haven't eaten in 38 years. Yeah, 38 years. My mom made a great rice pudding. May she rest in peace. Oh man, sorry to hear that, man. But shoot, I'll tell you what. Mm, there's a Peruvian chicken place near me. It's called Sardi's. Yo, Sardi's rice pudding. It's the spot, and it's like $2.50. So yeah, I'll get one of those every now and again. My wife makes a pretty decent rice pudding as well. It's just one of those things where I have to convince her to make said rice pudding for me. Kenson of Blackstone, what a rookie! A Blackstone, what a rookie you are, Dash. I have three. He says one at home, one on the RV, and one in the barbecue trailer. Well, Kent, not all of us, how about this, Kent? How many smokers do you have? All right, let me just answer that question for me, Kent. Like, how many smokers do you have? Neil says, can't beat it, my friend. You have to try it. It's buttermilk, salt, pepper, and a glass mixed well. He said it's good stuff. Oh, man, next time I get some buttermilk, I have to, like, do a little shot glass of it with some salt and pepper. Be honest, I haven't had more than 10 glasses of milk since I was a kid. Kids were born. The milk is for the baby. Hey, Russ says, good night, number 3. She's still running around trying to get her lunch figured out together. I said, I'll drink it. Ice cold, salt and pepper. What? Buttermilk, salt and pepper? What? What is, I won't say wrong with y'all, but what? Oh. Sean is saying, yes, buttermilk, salt and pepper. He did the vomit face there. Best fried pudding only has 5 ingredients. Granny style, low simmer, custard style. All right. I love my Blackstone too. I take it to the movies, to the zoo, to the museum. Well, if you love it so much, why don't you marry it? Slick, and he said it must be made with whole milk. Now that I agree with. There are certain things and recipes that I do use whole milk for, and I will buy whole milk for certain things. Rick said he takes it for walks too. Nick said I missed that place. The zoo. I think people that do the salt and pepper only stuff are the look at me folks. I don't believe for a second that's what the pros are doing. I think there's always something else in there. Indian rice pudding stands out better than most. All right. Kent says he has 13 smokers. All right. Lou says, hey, yo, busy night tonight. Just want to pop in and say what's up, Dash, and the barbecue fam. We got to always say Luke Calamatis when he comes through. So thank you, Luke Calamatis, for coming through, stopping by, and saying what's up, man. Definitely appreciate you. Hopefully all is well with the children and the missus. Neil says, you can't believe a man of your skill and talent and knowledge travel the world has not tried buttermilk with salt and pepper. Like, it's just certain things that are... I have not been introduced to buttermilk, salt, and pepper. I'm not going to say I haven't, I won't try it. I just, I have not been to this, good night. I'm all about new experiences and trying new and different things. So, buttermilk, I'm telling you, man, only time we really have and use buttermilk around this house is for making pancakes or waffles. Sons used to make tandoori chicken for my ex and her cousin. They used to love it all the time. Nice. Lionel's buttermilk. He's got the vomit face. I'm telling you, man, buttermilk. Oh man, buttermilk. In my household is used specifically for pancakes and waffles. That is it. Russ said buttermilk, salt, and pepper. Yeah, with flour and chicken and hot oil. Now that I can get with. Sean says, then again, I'm 0 for 3 on brisket, so maybe I should just do salt and pepper. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, Sean, we're going to have to talk. We're going to have to talk. Hey, Terry says, hit the thumbs up, guys, if you have not already. I'd greatly appreciate it. Mark says, you ever use MSG? Replace half the salt with MSG. So there are seasonings that I use. There is I think it's a complete seasoning that I got put on to recently that I use, and I have not picked it up again just because I am. Excuse me. I'll go to the market or I'll be out and about, and I'm like, oh, I need this or I need that, and then I'll forget by the time I leave my house to when I get to the market. So, and the complete seasoning is just one of those seasonings that I have been meaning to replace for like a few months now, and I just haven't. I keep forgetting. Buttermilk is too thick and too tangy to drink for pleasure. Agreed, Slick. Granny used to give me a glass when we had upset stomach only. All right. Oh, I guess milk is basic, right? So if your stomach was upset and you had like indigestion or something like that, it probably will help. I don't know. Optimistically cynical. So they say curiosity killed the cat, man. Rick said that sounds like a good recipe for diarrhea. Not gonna lie. You know, but then again, it could be one of those things, man, where you grew up eating or drinking milk and you had buttermilk. But like to me, buttermilk is soured milk. Like, Slick says otherwise is for breads such as for a lift and a taste or chicken dredging. Yep. And they gonna use a lot of dairy products in our curries. Yeah. See, so webcam billionaire, it's no longer CEO. I almost called you CEO. Part of the problem I have with Indian food is there's too much sauce on everything. I want to know what it is I am eating. Now, one good thing I don't have to worry about when it comes to Indian food is for the most part, there's no pork in Indian cooking, but I still want to know what it is I'm eating. D-Dub said buttermilk over leftover broken up cornbread with a little sugar. He said my late grandfather called it po folk cereal. Shoot, y'all just busting out all types of new stuff with me tonight. Like how? I mean, buttermilk pie. My grandma's. I make a mean buttermilk pie. What? Sean says Fiesta seasoning is filled with MSG, and I love it. Uncle Chris and the fajita seasoning. Yo, totally agree, Sean. Like, yo, I am trying to get back down to Texas specifically to get some more of that Uncle Chris's seasoning and that fajita seasoning. Yo, my goodness. I don't want to order it because it's too expensive to order. Barbecue with Neil says, if anybody tries buttermilk, let me know if they like it. Shoot. Steven said, buttermilk pie? Grumpus? Never heard of it. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate you, brother. I don't cook to impress, but most folks don't need more than salt and pepper, really. No, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree, Victor, because, like, there are times, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I like more complex flavors than just salt and pepper. Like, I want to eat something and have to really think about what is in the seasoning. I want to eat something, and aside from whatever it is, the protein, I want to be like, man, this is a great combination of complex flavors. And not that there's anything wrong with basic seasoning or no seasoning, Just sometimes you want more complex flavor. Kevin said I made sticky buns on the smoker for Christmas. It was fire. Nice. Huh. Drinking buttermilk seems like a generational thing. Yeah, Grumpus. Y'all didn't have things like juice. Y'all had milk and buttermilk to drink. And water. Slick Jones says, Galab Hamon, dessert Indian pastry. He said, it's fire. Nice. Russ says, now I do love some V8, some salt and pepper and hot sauce. All right, well, that just sounds like a Bloody Mary to me. Just splash on the vodka. Buttermilk pie is life. So I made a couple. What? Hey, Sean, please do not threaten me with a good time. Sean, do not threaten me with a good time, because I will appreciate you. And those of you guys who do not or are not aware, I have a P.O. box set up for special occasions and instances where you want to take pity upon me and send me stuff to try or things that I can't get. The P.O. box is always listed in the description of every video. Let's see. It's like 18 to 11 to 18 spices that go in Indian food curries and dry foods. We use a lot of dry spices. That's why it's so expensive. Agreed. But there comes a point where sometimes less is more. Nick said I got someone out in Texas that could send it. Oh, dude, I do too. If I ask people politely here, and I could get some. Howard says use buttermilk in my cornbread. You gonna eat your cornbread, or you just gonna talk about your cornbread? You gonna share your cornbread recipe? That's the better question. You gonna share your cornbread recipe, Howard? I mean, we would like to know. Are you sharing the cornbread recipe? Because if you're not, Mark says salt and pepper are the start of seasoning for me. Everything I cook is salt and pepper, basically. Yes. Laura, she says, "Hey, Dash, I is here. Hey, y'all." Why I give her a southern drawl knowing she's in Canada? She probably doesn't even say y'all. Oh, look, she didn't even say y'all. She says, "Hey, all." I can't even read. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Laura. I'm putting words and vernacular in your mouth that doesn't, I won't say belong. I need the recipe for buttermilk pie. look, Neil, please and thank you. Kansas 43 days until I bless your great country of Texas again. Do not give Texas that much credit. Buttermilk does not spoil milk. I used to buy it up north with real butter flakes in it. Very special indeed. How, Grumpus? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, Kent. Lionel says V8 salt and pepper is a cure for hangover. But that's if you don't drink enough water while you're drinking. That's when you get a hangover. But if you drink water while you're drinking, what is a hangover? I have had some nights where I'll wake up the next day and I might have a headache, but I'm not like one of these people that can't stand, they can't open their eyes, and nah, man, that's about it. Now I'll have a headache because I'm dehydrated. Yeah, that is like it. I can't take my head from underneath my pillow type stuff. Grumpus is so funny. He said she's from Southern Canada. Rick says shrimp and jalapeno cornbread is money. Get your glasses. No, so I need to move closer to the screen on my phone because the whole thing is the glasses actually they don't make it better when it's actually harder for me to read on the screen with my glasses. My glasses are for distance. So that's why I don't know, Nick, you probably really only see me with my glasses on. But when I'm on the computer, working on the computer, my glasses are off. Rick, pardon me while I roll my eyes, okay? Roll my eyes to that one. He says, hey, hey, hey! Texas is the best damn country on the planet. That's my side eye for you. I'm planning my flight sooner there. Eating Indian butter chicken homemade tastes 100 times better than the restaurant. Yeah, man. No, butter chicken. I ain't mad at that. Butter chicken is pretty good. Scotch and water in separate glasses. Oh man, Victor said, and on this subject of buttermilk, my father used to drink it straight. I tried it, and no, it's not for me. Would you ever call salt and pepper seasoning? Yes, salt and pepper are their seasoning, but like to me, salt isn't necessarily a seasoning; it's a flavor enhancer. That's how I. Why are you back down here? There's trash bags upstairs. There should be some in the upstairs kitchen. But go ahead and get your trash bag now. You look 5 years younger with the glasses. Oh, really? I thought it was just the beard took years off of my life. Like removing the beard, cutting it down. Let's see. 5 years younger? Little girl, do I look younger with my glasses on?
Wait, take them off?
Glasses off. Glasses on.
Yeah, you look older with your glasses.
I look older with my glasses off.
You look younger.
This is what I see. And then you guys, oh yeah, you can see the comments, see this, see the reflection. So that's how I read the comments when you guys are commenting. All right, let's see. 60 miles north. Okay, goodbye, good night.
I don't like how I look without my glasses on.
I know. You know what, Nick? You're absolutely right. I do need to come out there and visit. We can go out to Delmarva. That'll be a good time, though. I don't know if I'm ready for that one because that's gonna be expensive. Cream corn and cornbread is the way to make a real moist cornbread. Yep. Slick Jones says I can never get my chicken tikka to taste like restaurant worthy even with okay. Cream corn is a war crime, much like crunchy peanut butter. SCB, man, he's drawing those lines in the sand. Cream corn is not war crime, man. I'm telling you, I like cream corn in my cornbread too, man. That moist cornbread. Yeah, Laura says we call cornbread Johnny cake. It's awesome with butter and maple syrup. Yo, not butter, but butter. Budder. Butter. Yo. So growing up, it was so funny. There's a guy that lived down the street. So down the street and 1 block behind me. So down the alley, basically, 1 block behind me. But his nickname was Butter. And it was like, yo, but then and they call him Butter. It was like not like butter. It was like butter, like Budder. So similar to how Laura put it there. Butter. Did I hear correctly that you will be moving to BC? Yes. What up? What up? Bumpy, I be wanting to say your Govy name sometimes, man. I be like, what up? Oh, wait, can't do that. She said, hey, yo, what's up, brother? I hope everyone in here as well. Yes, sir. Right back at you. Same to you, dude, man. I know you know, you got to get to bed. I'll come down for a cruise and weekend. We can take out some of the cars now. Now we talking, dog. I will gladly drive around your vehicles and flex like they mine. Toronto is expensive. A house is $1 million. Well, Mark, it depends on where you go, man. I'm sure not all of the houses are $1 million. Just like there are $1 million houses in Baltimore City. Does that mean I want one? Yeah. Yo, I mean, I'm so serious. Yo, the mango lassi, yo, that stuff right there. Even I know about that. There's an Indian restaurant. It's not too far away, and it's like a nice restaurant. And my wife likes Indian food a lot, so I'll take her there every now and again. And they had like the maitre d host type dude. He started talking about this mango lassi, and I was like, I don't know, like what is it? He's like, I'll bring you some. I was like, okay. And he bring this stuff over. The other stuff was so good. It was just like mango juice, but it was like creamy. It was great. Hey, FCB, don't be talking about my words, man. Uh, the Govey name, man. That's what it is. Mm. Yeah, buddy. I don't know what you're trying to say, Nick. Giving me the 71 caddy. What? Hey, say less. Say less. I will have some pulled pork for you. Hmm. What up, Guns and Barbecue? How you doing this evening? He says, "Howdy, Dash. Been a while since I caught a live. I couldn't see the notifications. Hey, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, man. It's all right. It's okay, you know. So Guns and Barbecue. Since we're talking about it, guns and barbecue. I put in for my wear and carry for the state of Maryland, and I'm hoping it's gonna come back. Um, when I spoke to the investigator a couple weeks ago, it's been a week, maybe two. He said that he was going to put in a recommendation to approve. So I'm just waiting for the final approval, and I'll be good to go. Wear and carry in the state of Maryland, which means that I will start getting some of the reciprocal states in the area, like Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Virginia. So I'm on my way. I already have Florida. Uh, but yeah, I see what you did there. Kevin James says the only thing I consistently screw up on is the grill's pork chops. I always end up drying them out. So Kevin, what's funny? I had someone send me some seasoning recently, and so this guy's name is Joe. I think it's Joe. Pretty sure it's Joe. And he said, well, try to. He gave me it was like a chop dust, a all-purpose seasoning, and then a competition rub type thing. And he's like, try to. Excuse me. He's telling me to try the pork chop. He's like, oh man, grill some pork chops this Y and Z. And I'm like, dude, I don't grill pork chops. And I'm trying to like politely say I don't grill pork chops, and I don't grill pork chops for a reason. My family eats pork. I do not. My family pork chops are like from the pork loin, and they're very lean. That being said, you grill pork chops, you have to nail the temperature. You have to undercook them slightly because they are going to continue to cook. And if you do not nail the temperature, they're going to be overdone. They're going to be rubber. Like cooking a chicken breast, you have to nail that temperature. So, you know how I get around nailing the temperature? Is frying the pork chops. Oh, I only prepare, if I'm preparing pork chops for them, I'm only going to fry them. I will never grill pork chops. I will never bake pork chops. I don't even think I'm going to smother some pork chops for them to eat. They are always going to be fried. Always, always, always. Because you can't mess that up. I mean, you can, but like, you shouldn't be able to mess that up. Uh, Webcam billionaire says he wants to buy a property in Toronto when he retires from webcamming. Nice. Oh. Randy says, hey, Dad, sorry I'm late. Man, don't apologize. Don't apologize for being late. I'm just happy you're here. Nick, so my buddy Nick boosted Plinko. He says missed them late night airport drop off. So Nick was one of my friends who would hit me up, and it could be like 11, 12 o'clock, and he says he texts me and he'd be like, "You up? Yeah. You got pulled pork available? Yeah. I'll be outside of gate number 2. On my way. I'll be in there in like 8 minutes." I'd get in the car, zoom out, boom, hand him his half a pound of pork or his pound of pork or whatever it was, and that was it. Or so Nick is one of the folks that I would hang out with at the Dunkin' Donuts. Those of you guys who've been around for a while, we talk. Yeah, you know that I hang out with my friends at Dunkin' Donuts, and I would bring food with me to the get together, and he would buy like a half a pound of something. And if I had pulled pork, he'd be like, "All right, right now, I'm gonna go and get a bagel." He would get a bagel and make a freaking pulled pork sandwich on a bagel while sitting in Dunkin' Donuts with cold pork. Like, yo, it's just great. Gus Barbecue says, "Oh snap, that's great." Oh yeah, still crap the hoops y'all have to jump through. Yes, indeed. Man, I'm sure. I'm glad I speak internet and blind man apparently, cause yeah. Uh, Come on to Texas, bro. You need to have us a pulse. Oh, I know, Sean. Trust me. When I come back to Texas, I am bringing a few things with me. One, because I can carry it, and two, because I'm a big fan of Canex, and I had I have a collection of Canex that I'm trying to put Marcus down on, because yeah, that's cool. Yeah, man. Thanks, Russ. Newcomb says, "Don't you have a certain flavors for people in Maryland? Don't you have to do certain favors for people in Maryland to get a carry?" No. So, well, technically, yes and no. So, it's a condition of my employment. So, I I have been working with for a guy who um he teaches the handgun qualification license uh, course, as well as the wear and carry course. So and I've been working with him, and I'll be going out and about and selling and recruiting people for those events. And I might be taking deposits. Well, no, might I'm going to be taking deposits for those class sales, and that's why I need the conceal, because I'm going to be taking his checks and his cash back to him. Yeah. Uh, who wants some lamb tikka masala with naan? Yo, now you got me. Lamb, what? Sous vide pork chops, 140 degrees F, and then use a sous vide torch to finish. All right, Mark, that's a pretty valid. Seems like a pretty valid idea. Do you get a reception to Delaware? And you might want to double check that, friend. That's why Maryland has a big stink with West Virginia recently. So no, what would end up happening is, because I have the wear and carry for Maryland, some of the other states in the area would allow me to have wear and carry in their state. And the reciprocity goes from the other state, not from Maryland. There is zero reciprocity from the state of Maryland to any state in the United States. Just like I think New York stands on its own, Maryland stands on its own, California stands on its own. I think also Illinois probably possibly as well. But those are the 4 out of 50. So what I think will happen, and it's just like I won't say almost anyone, but once I start getting, like I said, I have Florida. I'm working on Maryland now, and then I'll probably start trying to, like the guy who I'm working for. He's like, I collect them at this point. Hey, um, oh, Russ said I had Hawaiian pineapple pulled pork over white rice tonight. That sounds pretty good. Neil says, yeah, a lot of people are moving from the city to smaller towns. Sure enough. T-Rock says, sup, dashing everyone in the chat. How you doing? You sold pulled pork to a cop in a Dunkin' Donuts. I did. As well as down at H2O. Yeah. I do know the league. All right. Thanks, Mark. I'll have to try that. My last experiment was a whole chicken. The family gets excited that we're having chicken. I'm like, no, this ain't supper. It's plain. I'm experimenting. I don't expect it for eating. Oh man. Well, how did it turn out? But they held you to the bar. What? Definitely not always listen to the whole live in the morning. Yeah. No, I have not sold Priscilla yet, Bumpy. I just, I won't say I'm not pressed, man. It's not taking up that much space in the garage. So you let me know. You need something bigger. I might even deliver it to you. Mark says, torch the pork chop fat just a bit extra. Totally agree with that. When you are using the sous vide and then you're using the torch, that fat, man. I I won't say I need to do some picanha, but I can't afford it, man. Picanha. So back before picanha really took off, I could only find it at this Latino butcher, and I would go in there, and it cost me $7 a pound, right? And I used to get like 3 or 4 pound picanhas, and I'm like, I'm doing something, spending 22 to 20, like $28 for a picanha, right? I'd take it home, I'd cut it up, and man, sous vide, and then like fry it. So you guys in the old intro where you saw me flaming something, that was picanha. But I would, you would see me, like I said, doing the picanha, and I thought I was doing something. Like, man, it's like $30 for a piece of picanha. Great. Then Restaurant Depot started carrying it. Yo, talk about a game changer. Restaurant Depot wasn't $7. It was like $4 a pound in Restaurant Depot. So I was buying twice as much for the same price. Man, talk about phenomenal. What up, Johnny? How you doing? How is everything with you, sir? Hopefully all is well. Look, Taste Tester number 3 gave me a single Dorito. Before she went upstairs, so sorry. I couldn't just let it sit on the table and get stale. All right, so how many of you guys watch Justin the Baby Back Maniac? Larson could have shared it. Jeez. No, I don't know. The way my Dorito consumption is set up. No, not really. I don't eat very many Doritos, but that one's pretty good. Newcomb says, I don't worry about being robbed in Baltimore. Someone approaches me. I give them the stare. If they're up to something, they apologize, wrap chains around themselves, and jump into Jones Falls. Are you Chuck Norris or something that I didn't know about it? I would love to see you doing some torch meats using beavers. Yeah, Victor. So I can't. Well, I did, Victor. In that video where I used it, I did torch something. I did. The first video, basically, I used. I did. All right, so Johnny, I know Johnny watched this because I saw Johnny's comment. Sean said I watched his most recent video. Grumpus's baby back is the man, or one of them. Victor says, Yepers, let's talk about Justin. So, I want to say, how do I put this? Justin is one of the latest people to talk about YouTube burnout, the YouTube algorithm. I've called it the hamster wheel before. The YouTube grind, whatever you want to call this thing called YouTube, right? And I talked about it last year. And last year, those of you guys, I don't know how many of you guys remember, I didn't post a video last year in like 3 months. I did not post a single cooking video, anything like that. And or excuse me, I didn't post a single regular video. I would post or I would still do the live streams, but I wasn't posting videos where I used to post 2 videos a week. I used to post a video on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., have the live stream on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m., and I would post another video on Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And from December until like mid March, April, I posted nothing. Nothing. And then when I came back to YouTube and I said, all right, you know what? Let me talk about let me kind of address this whole situation. The whole thing I talked about was like YouTube burnout. And it's one of those things where it seems like people are realizing that YouTube burnout is a thing. And the way that the algorithm, the mystical algorithm is working, doesn't work to promote people who actually do and put in work. People who are cheating, people who are buying views, people who are buying subscribers, people who are appeasing the algorithm by gaming the system are the ones that are being rewarded. Unfortunately, folks like me, some of you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, and I currently have less than 30,000 subscribers. Like, why? I mean, I feel like my videos are pretty decent. I have been, doing better with my content and my production and all of the things, those things, but the algorithm is not my friend. And I have just had to deal with it. And I could do things to appease the algorithm, but then that's not what I want to do. So I want to do stuff for me. And I used to post a video where I would do like one video for you guys, one video for me, or 2 videos for you guys and 1 video for me. And those videos for me, they went nowhere. So let's see, Guns Barbecue. Yeah, I know Maryland doesn't recognize any else CCP. However, I know Maryland. This is a bunch of Maryland residents got West Virginia permits. Yep, because So that's what I'm saying. Basically, I'm going to seek out other states locally that will have reciprocity in the area, and the main ones I would want DC. Well, I don't know even if DC. DC is gonna be difficult, but Delaware, Virginia, Pennsylvania. Those are 3 states where I do. Victor says I know I need more. Yeah, Justin is going through it right now. Nukem, dude, Justin is not been going through it. It's not right now. See, this is what you guys don't understand. Justin has been going through this for a while. I met Justin in February of 2019. 2019? No, I met Justin in February of 2020, prior to the pandemic starting. And after meeting and talking to Justin at the end of 2019, I'm like, man, dude, like he had slowed down in his videos, and that's when his father passed away, and like he put out videos and he got like a less than lackluster response and like hate in his videos, and that just like it turned him off to wanting to do videos. And I get it. You know why I got it? Because I was there. I've been there, man. I have been there. And it's so hard. And people just don't understand. So Nukem, he's not just going through it, man. It is not. And like I tell you, I spoke to Justin when I was, and you, those of you guys who know that my channel used to just be SDSBBQ, right? I talked to Justin, and Justin is the main person that basically said to me, he's like, dude, when you talk about catering, he's like, you light up. You have your wealth of information. You need to double down on that. And that's one of the problems that I have with the YouTube algorithm, and that was one of the problems I struggled with for a very long time prior to me changing the name of my YouTube channel, because I don't want to niche down. I want to be able to post anything I want. But there are 23 of you guys here on this live stream right now. 23. And if I had to guess, there are probably another 50 or so people who will watch this live stream later. Okay? And of those 50, all right, people that will watch the live stream later, and the 26 of you, or 25, 26 of you that are on the live stream right now, you guys will watch almost anything I post. I could be showing you, like here's a prime example. I posted 0 videos about me growing potatoes this year. There are some of you guys who found my channel because I talked about growing potatoes. And you found my channel because I started talking about growing potatoes, and you stayed for the barbecue. And then there's other folks that have been here or are here only for me to cook barbecue. And because of the fact that I'm not or have not been catering as much, y'all left. I can look at my analytics and see that I have had negative subscriber count days. And I mean, it's just, it's draining. Johnny said, I just took a month off, have not posted a video in over a month. We'll start again this Saturday. Oh, except for that short last week. Yeah, that's all right. Sean says, where are they selling subscribers though? Dude, I'm telling you, Sean, a couple Google searches and you will find it. Are you kidding? People can buy subs. What? Am I kidding? Yes, Laura. Laura. I'm gonna sip my not 1800 and my Inca Cola. Yes, and this is one of those things that people don't understand. People buy Instagram followers. People buy Instagram likes. You ever hear of a cell phone farm? Yes, these things are real. And the whole thing is, you spend money to buy subscribers. So you spend money to buy views. And then the money that buys the subscribers and the views will get the algorithm's attention. Once you get the algorithm's attention, you will actually get real people who watch your videos, real people who will subscribe. And that is not in my person to cheat. So am I struggling with posting videos from time to time? Every damn week. That's why I try to lessen my burden and say, you know what? I'm not going to post 2 videos a week. I'm going to post 1. And it's gotten to be daunting enough of a task where I can't even find the motivation sometimes to post 1 video a week. So what Justin was saying, completely agree. Completely agree. And empathize. Barbecue and Neil says, I think you make a great video compared to mine. Yours is like movie star quality. Well, Neil, thank you, sir, man. I appreciate that. And I tell you what, man, just like you look up to me, I look up to other people. And I mean, I won't say you look up to, but how you feel your production is, I won't say lesser, but my production is better than yours. There are people whose production I feel like is better than mine. Randy says you have a cool show. Nice. Johnny says, if I watch 1 Google video, the next time I log, I will see 10 Google thumbnails. I have to go to your channel and watch the video and never get a thumbnail for me. Dude, I don't know if I've said it out loud, those dudes, Guga jumped a shark. Like, the sous vide everything dudes, yo, they had something. But they jumped a shark. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, when you start taking sous vide and peanut butter and wine and, like, vegetable oil and, like, dog, what? You became an experimental cook channel as opposed to just trying to cook other things or just saying, hey, we're going to go back and revisit recipes or cooks we've done in the past and try to improve upon them, or read some of the comments with suggestions that the viewers have, as opposed to doing stupid stuff. Like, why are you sous vide a steak with coffee? Like, peanut butter, olive oil, butter. I mean, butter, I mean, I ain't mad at the butter basting. I mean, but like, they jumped the shark, right? And then Guga was just crazy to me. Guga had his, and if you know, I study YouTube, right? And folks on YouTube, Guga had a cooking channel before Sous Vide everything took off. Sous Vide everything took off, and Guga and Mamau and the other dude, and I can't remember his name, but other dude has a channel now. It's like Salty Tales or something like that. And he's cooking. But, I mean, dog, it didn't work. So whatever happened with them is like, if the love is lost and the feeling's gone, right? So now Guga has his own where he's built up and he's built his audience. And I'm like, dog, like, something's rotten in the state of Denmark over there. Sean said, most of the barbecue channels I watch show recipes and all the details. Do you think that hurts you at all? So, Sean, the whole thing is, I never came into this or went into this with trying to say that I'm going to be showing you details on recipes. And I specifically state that I want to teach you how to apply a technique to your cooking. I'm not trying to teach you how to cook. I'm trying to make you a better cook by giving you a tip or a trick as to how to get something done. I want to teach you how to level up your barbecue. I can teach you how to level up your barbecue without me trying to tell you what the recipe is or exactly what I season my food with. Same thing with me, doing and having a catering business. I'm not going to tell you everything I season my food with, point blank. And I mean, there are people who get butthurt about it. And I'm like, guess what? Sorry. Would you explain what Justin was saying about comments? Okay. Can you turn off the light in the kitchen, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
I ran out of mine.
Oh, all right. Taste tester number 2 is training for baseball season.
Ooh.
Have you gotten on the scale and seen if you're losing weight or maintaining weight or anything like that?
I haven't even been looking at that. I'm sure I have.
Hold on. Can y'all? I want y'all to appreciate. Can y'all see taste tester number 2? Go ahead, shake it. Shake your hair. All right, there you go. His hair is out, and it is a lot. All right. So Victor says, would you explain what Justin was saying about comments? Negative comments are draining. The good thing about my comments, or the comments that people leave on my videos, is the majority of the comments on my videos are why are y'all back down here?
Did someone say my name?
Taste tester number 3.
Oh, he called you.
I see you. It's gotten to be that time. Taste test number 1 is in here. Taste test number 2 just went upstairs. Taste test number 3 went that way with my wife. Anyway, negative comments are draining. And when you have a negative comment, the whole thing is, as with almost anything, the squeaky wheel is going to get the grease, right? And I could have 100 positive comments. And you know what? That'll make me feel good until I get a negative comment. I used to get negative comments. So you know one of the reasons why I don't have my kids, or I don't feature my kids in the videos as much as I used to? I used to get negative comments about my kids. So I said, you know what? Why not just alleviate that from the mix? And I've never said that, but that's the reason. They help me every now and again, but I mean, negative comments about my kids, I'm like, yo, that's a child. Like, why are you feel like, if you want to pick on somebody, pick on me, and I will fire back. Trust and believe. It's going to be one of those F around and find out type situations. I have very little chill when it comes to the tactfulness in my internet rebuttals. I've been on the internet a long time, and I have a very thick skin, and I have zero fox, okay? Zero. So, but come at me all you want. Come at my wife, come at my kids, come at, somebody else that I feature in one of my videos. Oh, we got problems. But you know what? It's easier for me to just say, I'm just going to remove this from the situation. And that's what I did. So let's see. D-Dub says, how do they buy subscribers? I want to be on the lookout so I don't get played. It's one of those things, right, where this is a deep rabbit hole, all right? And, if you look at a video and a video has, like, taken off, and this is one of those things where one of the telltale signs of a video that has, like, views or bought views, or views that have been bought to bring eyes onto that video, is when you get a high percentage of dislikes to likes. Unless this this video is controversial, or like really just in the wrong, and you're like, man, this is just a video about brisket. Why do you have so many dislikes in proportion to the like ratio? I mean, that is one of the biggest telltale signs. One of the other telltale signs is a subscriber count that's here and a view count that's here. If I have over 100,000 subscribers, I should be getting 10% view, 10% views on my videos. 10% of 100,000 is 10,000. I have 26,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm getting between 250 and 1,000 views on almost any video I put up. 10%. I don't know why it's not higher. I would love for it to be higher. There are videos where it is higher, but I can't call it. And I'm being real with y'all. Like, seriously, there are things where you can look at somebody's channel and you just be like, yo, they buying views, they buying subscribers. And me being the person I am, I'm not calling anybody out. Do I know people personally who have bought views? Let's see. Laura says sub, but not sure when I will see your stuff, Neil. Nice. Steven says, man, I'm just in it for fun and glad you guys watched. Yo, Steven. But see, you know what, Steven? Like, Steven, your videos appeal to the core barbecue community, to the core cooking community. They don't, I'm going to say they don't appeal to enough new eyes. And this is one of those things where you can probably look at your analytics and say, how many people are watching my videos that are subscribed? How many people who are watching my videos are not subscribed? You really want YouTube to push your videos to those who are not subscribed. The whole reason you want them to do that is new eyes turn into potential subscribers. If YouTube is only putting your video out to the people who are subscribed, that's not going to help you. It's counterintuitive. Counterintuitive.
That's good. Work the drink. It's hiding from you.
Guns of barbecue. Ooh, I got you now. That's my fault. No. No. Trust me. YouTube video is much different than a TV series. TV series is 12 episodes a year, all at once. YouTube, you have to make 2 to 3 videos a week, all fresh content. Yo, Mark, like unbelievably fresh, okay, unbelievably poignant. And it's just one of those things. I watch everything. Well, thank you, Terry, man. I appreciate that. He says I watch everything you post. I do, man. Dash could water the grass and I'd watch T-Rock. Well, thank you, man. I'm telling you, but you know what I'm saying? I have, and, over the years, my core group, like the core, yo, just guess what? I'm going, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, look, I did this with my daughter. Some of you guys who have kids know and remember, the plastic string GIMP is what I called it when I was a kid. I could sit and make this box, right? And there's some of you guys who will watch it. And I could sit and talk about the weather and just sit and do this and y'all would watch. There are probably 100 of you that it doesn't matter what I post. And I could just sit looking at the camera for an hour. And y'all would sit and watch and be like, yo, is he going to say anything? Man, how many times has he blinked? Is he angry? Is he, what is it? Like, and you would more or less ask questions in the comments of the video of me doing nothing. And you would watch the whole thing. And for you guys, those of you guys who would do that, man, yo, I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Like, seriously. Because you are the people who, when I'm doing something mundane, or I'm doing maintenance on my wife's car, or my vehicle, or changing the oil in Vanna, I'm moving pinball machines or arcade cabinets, guess what? My life is not all barbecue. It's not. And some of you guys understand that. And other people are like, dog, you haven't posted a cooking video in 6 months. Are you kidding? Do you realize we are in the middle of a pandemic and I have cooked for other people twice in 6 months? Like, what? And people don't understand that when I'm cooking for my family, I don't want to pull out the camera. I don't want to because I'm trying to cook for my family. I'm trying to live in the moment and cook for my family, nourish my family. I don't want to be putting on a dog and pony show for you, for me to in turn feed my family. It doesn't work that way. But I get comments that are like, I loved when you cooked for, other people. Now you're just growing potatoes or doing whatever. I'm like, yo, are you serious? And just like Justin said, I am providing free content for you and you want to complain about it. And that's what kills me. There are a lot of times when it's one of those deals where if you have nothing nice to say, don't say shit. Like don't say, not even nothing else, don't say shit. But people feel emboldened and want to have their voice heard and they want to say something. And what they have to say is just, it's not conducive. It's not anything. Look, so let me try to catch up. I'm going to step off my soapbox for a moment. Newcomb said, I'm at right now is a period of last month. Not necessarily just this moment. My YouTube says we're here like family. And I agree. A lot of you guys are. And y'all are my SDS barbecue family. I address you as such for a reason. Look, Johnny says I get emails all the time for buying subs, and it's cheaper than you think. Yes, like pennies, pennies per subscriber. Laura said that's just sad. Can't make content, get people to watch. Yep. You will get sponsors that will pay you also. Yeah, yeah, true. Russ said, I'll be honest, I'm seasonal watcher because when it gets nice, I'm outside in the yard or in the garage with the music cranking. That, but Russ, I understand that. And I understand that my views on my videos are cyclical. My views, the majority of my views on my videos are from like April to September, April to October ish. I don't have like my views right now. Why do you think I started doing that? The whole Vlogmas thing. Well, it wasn't Vlogmas. It was Ask Dash in December. Those views add up, even if it's 150 or 200 views here and there. 150. Let's say there's a 200 view average over 30 days. That equates to almost the same amount of views I got in a good month during the summer. Rick said that he's back in the chat. He's been listening. Said it's his turn to wash the dishes. Andy says you have a great character and you have a great content. Much respect to you, my friend. I'm too chicken to start a channel, and I can understand your guy struggles with providing content. Dude, man, I'm telling you, it's not even about providing content sometimes. It's about, and you, again, I feel like sometimes I'm beating a dead horse. I know that I'm not going to please everybody. I know that I'm not going to please everybody. Have you seen this face? Okay, I know I'm not the most visually appealing person out there. But I try to make up for my lack of visual I would say visual appearance, but my, you know, I try to, I mean, if I was a pretty girl, I mean, like, come on, no bull. If I was a pretty girl, you would watch. You would watch. You know why? Because, oh my gosh, like, she's dreamy. Oh man. I mean, if I was chiseled and took off my shirt and, you want to see some tattoos and all, I mean, come on. Let's be real. That whole sex sells. It is true. But on YouTube, when I'm cooking, like, there's a YouTube channel where the chick is damn near naked cooking. Like, what is she cooking? It doesn't matter because the pervs are out there watching her video. Just to be like, oh my gosh, look at her. Dog, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I want to actually provide some content that will teach you something. You'll learn something when you watch one of my videos. But people don't have they don't want to stick around for that. The instant gratification. It's not going to be instant gratification. I'm going to teach you how to do something. And my teaching methodology is I need you to give me 3 to 5 minutes. And that's in my mind, but in reality, it could be 15 minutes. All right? It's just, yeah. One video per week. We'll help with tons of the algorithm. I feel you on the motivation aspect, though it's a grind, especially for a barbecue channel. Meat is expensive. So, and that's one of the other things too. So, Guns and Barbecue, I said it earlier, right? And I was talking about, someone asked about cooking Berkshire pork. No, I've never cooked Berkshire pork because I can't afford it. Like, can I afford it? Yeah. But does it take away from other things that I want to do or have to do or need to do as an adult with 3 children and a wife and 3 vehicles and other household things I need to take care of? Yes. So you know what I do, or I've been doing recently, as opposed to trying to, I won't say squander, but like buy just random dumb stuff. I've been trying to invest a lot more. Anytime I have some extra money, man, I'm throwing money into the market. I'm buying some crypto from here and there. I mean, I'm trying to build wealth for my children's children. At this point, like, I made a conscious decision to pay down my debt and to increase my wealth. So no, I don't have extra money. My business takes care of itself. So if I don't have anybody paying for meat, I'm not buying meat that I'm going to be cooking. Really. I mean, the last piece of meat that I cooked for myself, I made a roast on New Year's Day. And did I film a video? No. It was a 3-bone rib roast. Yo, and it turned out phenomenally. But I didn't film a video because I wanted to just cook it for my family, and that was it. Mark said, I don't see how paying for views or subs is cheating from the cheating in regular life sense. The goal is to get your content out to as many people as you can. The most views win. Mark, yeah, so, but it's cheating in the sense that it is not, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, cheating is really just the word. Just because you can buy views on a video, does it mean that you should buy views on a video? And even if you have purchased views on a video, does that mean that your videos are worthy of said views? No. I want my videos to get views off of merit. I want videos to get views off of my own hard work, my grind, my tenacity, my oh, like, no, it just frustrates the hell out of me that people game the system. But that's how it is with life. People cheat in everything. You know what a cheater in YouTube reminds me of? A thief. They're stealing legitimate views from people who deserve it. If you can't agree with that, like, there's something wrong with that. Someone who buys views on YouTube is like a thief. No, like, they are worse than a thief because they're doing the same thing a thief. They're stealing. They're stealing views and attention from people who are on YouTube to see and watch something legitimate. Like, that's just, I'm sorry, Mark, I don't agree with that. I don't. Victor, this is very interesting. I didn't know you can buy subscribers. This explains how some channels have checked out seem to be way too much popular considering their content. Yep. Russ said, I sous vide my shake and bake once, and yep, it fell on a pot of water. Not Denmark, yeah, Florida. I know Google's in Florida. And I mean, dude, man, I'm telling you, I try not to badmouth people in this public forum. I try not to. Look, Nukem said trolls suck. Okay, folks, I gotta bounce. All right, Neil, thank you very much, man. Definitely. Johnny said, I have had very few bad comments. Some things are stupid. Had a guy make fun of my list. But I just thought it was funny. No one has ever been hateful. Dude, man, Johnny, I'm telling you, people came after my kids, dog. They came after my kids, and I'm like, you know what? Nope. There's no need for me to say anything. Like, guess what? You want to talk about my children? Hey, guess what? I'm gonna remove that from you, so you have no, like, you can only talk about me. Tom Horseman, Tom, thank you so very much for checking in from the land of grills. Tom, I am, everybody, I am a few moments behind in the comments. So, Laura says you can always block them, Johnny. So that's one of the things that I don't do. I don't block anybody. Guess what? You want to keep coming into my channel and talking smack? Come on with it. Come on with it. I'm not going to nanify I'm not nanifying my channel. If you want to come and talk smack, come and talk your smack. But here's the thing. You're going to F around and find out, because I ain't the one. I ain't the one. Laura said Johnny said he did block people. He said he has about 10 people on his block list. Not many. I know people with hundreds of people on the block list. Maybe that's my problem, Johnny. Maybe I should be blocking more people who just want to mouth off and say, you know, pop off and say, I'm like, nah, man, I'm not even. I feel like if I block you, you're like a terrorist who won. So guess what? I want you to see my content. I want you to watch my channel. I want you to be able to comment. You know why? Because those are good interactions. Victor says, so the comments are affecting the channel creator, not the algorithm. Well, they affect both, because the comments, positive or negative, can affect the algorithm because they are engagement, Victor. They are engagement on a video, and if the engagement is higher, be it hate comments or love comments, supportive comments or down-putting comments, the algorithm is like, oh man, this video is getting a lot of engagement. Okay, one of the key analytics in the YouTube video is about engagement, and it doesn't care whether you upvote a video or downvote a video or say a positive comment or a negative comment. It just says this person had X number of check boxes in engagement. So yes, the comments, positive again or negative, help with the algorithm. Positive and or negative comments, likes, dislikes, help with the algorithm. They hurt the creator. And I know for a fact that Justin has been dealing with that, because I talked to Justin about some of his videos that have gotten hate comments a year ago, more than a year ago. Yeah, man. So Rick said, I had one guy say, I thought you were Mexican, but you can cook. I was like, crickets. It's sad how stupid people can be. Yeah. Russ said, oops, thumbs down. Yeah. So is this why they have turned off the thumbs down to hide this? No. So Victor, they apparently think that turning off the number of thumbs down will stop people from hitting the thumbs down. If I'm going to thumbs down a video, whether I am the first person or the 15,000 person, I'm going to thumb down the video. Being able to or not able to see how many dislikes I have on the video is not going to make anything better or worse, in my opinion. So it's just one of those things. What up, 805 Barbecue Junkie? How you doing, man? I'm sorry, I'm on a little bit of a rant right now talking about the YouTube, not the YouTube, but talking about YouTube and the algorithm and just how unhealthy it is for creators. Tom says you can buy views. Yes, and subs. Yes, you can, Tom. Tom, man, I thank you for your donation, man. I appreciate you. What up, Lep? How you doing, man? Johnny says, I watch your videos mostly because of all the eye candy. Whatever. I ain't no looker, man. I got a face for radio. Oh man, Grumpus, I'm going to. There's something in my eye, Grumpus. The whole. Oh my gosh, and there's something in my other eye. Both my eyes, Grumpus. I'm gonna need you to read between those lines. He said, "I'm here for the young count." Man, y'all funny. YouTube says I'm getting Cuddy vibes. No, guilty vibes or Cuddy vibes? What are you saying? Lep says, hey there, Laura. Happy New Year. No pandemic in Florida. Teflon Don. Victor says, if you promote dry brine, I'm gone. Well, yep, I'll watch just about anything else. Yeah, man. Yeah, I want to see some work in the garage, mister. When it gets warm, I know, man. I have been, like, seriously. So, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, and I want to put this out there and talk to you guys, and I'll reason with you. Like, seriously, Russ, I have a 500-gallon propane tank sitting on the Eastern Shore that I just have to go and pick up. But I have lots of other things going on in my life. I mean, medically, mentally, physically, that are, dealing with things with my kids, with my work, with the part-time job that I have, with me trying to be a father, with me trying to do things around my house. The last thing I really want to do is say, all right, Saturdays, I'm going to disappear out to the garage and work on a smoker for 8 hours a day. That's just not something that I want to do. I'm not trying to be an absentee person in my household. Does that make sense? So it's a bit difficult to, do that. Grumpa said, I know someday you're going to shoot that deer in the backyard, and I don't want to miss it. Dude, I ain't going to tell you, there might be a carcass out there somewhere. I'm just saying. Thanks, Lep. Happy New Year to you too. Victor said, and just like that, I now understand. I actually had a channel admit he was only talking drop on because of the algorithm. I didn't understand it then. I do now. Yeah. Guns of Barbecue said, I know the feeling pandemic happened and just wiped me out as far as events go. Since Thanksgiving 2020, I have cooked 2 events, and that was for family members. D-Dub says, Dash, your videos inspired me to want to start my own barbecue catering business, and all I have is an Oklahoma Joe offset and 2 Dynaglow vertical offsets. But see, D-Dub, the thing is this, right? I can inspire you, and then you are going to have to go and do it yourself. And either you're going to do it, and when you start doing it, you're not going to be able to sit and watch my videos like you were. Like, it's just... That is an inevitable eventuality. It's inevitable. You're not gonna be watching the videos as much, and I'm okay with that. Like, I know that that it is. You are going to move on, if you will. Lep says, I love your knowledge on cooking and catering. Very informative. Well, thanks, Lep, man. I appreciate that. Like, I really am. I'm like, yo, I'm trying not to bullshit you because I've been bullshitted and I don't want that for anybody else. So all I try to do is be real with you. And by you, it's either you, Lep, or Mark Henderson, or D-Dub, or Guns and Barbecue, or Victor. You guys are like, hey, man, I'm looking up to you. I'm not watching what you're doing, but you have inspired me, or I learned something from you, or I took this tip away from you. So that's what I'm trying to do, is provide tips and knowledge, and I won't say expertise. I'm just trying to tell you, look, I messed this up. Don't do it like I did. Do something better. Mark, I'm not the one to play that card, but it is a big deal. Okay, it is a big deal. Mark, let's just, in all fairness, Mark says, Dash, not to be that dude, but do you think race is an issue in regards to views and subs? I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't. I'm not. But you know what? You know what's crazy? I'm about to flip this on your head. I've had people comment on my videos and talk about how well spoken I am, about how I'm not that guy, about how I didn't come off as that guy. And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I do not judge people's videos being lackluster and being unpolished when somebody start talking about they fitting and fixing to do something. And it's not just a white or black thing or, a race thing. I don't talk like that. I'm not from the deep south where I'm going to fit or fix to do something unless it's fitting a pair of pants or shoes and I'm fixing my vehicle. No. So, like I said, Mark, there are people who play that card and they want to say, oh, you're not like the other. And I won't say ones. I hate, dog. I don't want to tread in that water, man. I don't. But yes, it does play. I think it plays a part. It does. It does. There are not there are not a lot of creators that look like me doing real big things in the barbecue community. They're not. They're not. I mean, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like I know it, but I know it. Anyway, Lawrence's next video dashes in the Speedo. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Look, Guns Barbecue said, Dash, what are you talking about? You're Fabio with the Super 10. Yeah, alright. Victor, I'm not Super 10. You just, Victor says, oh, by the way, you're really doing a great job of encouraging me to finally start my channel. Yeah, I am. Tell me more about that naked cook asking for a friend. Ain't no naked cook happening, dog. Look, Johnny says, Wagyu is too expensive. I refuse to buy it, as well as prime beef, too expensive. Not going to buy it. See, but Johnny, you're cooking for your family. So the expense that you incur is to feed your family. The videos that I'm doing are other people, like other people are sponsoring my videos, basically. If in a nutshell. And the whole thing is, like, there are folks who don't understand that the majority of the cooking, like I'm telling you, 75% of the videos that I post are not me cooking for me. They're me cooking for other folks. Or me talking about cooking for other folks. You're buying views, then the money is coming in. Sad to get the money instead of working for it. Unless, say, you'll be the lottery. Yeah. D-Dub says buying subs and views is like buying love on payday. Look, 805 Junkie says, I see channels with 3,000 subscribers and only 30 to 50 views on their videos. Yeah? Again, it's like 10%. Bobby, how you doing? She says, I'm here late. Bobby, you done stepped in it. I am on a roll tonight. Mark said, I gave you a like. He says, good content. Well, thank you, man. DJ Gnocchi. All right, how you doing? Rick says it's like watching big channels that go live. I've seen some channels with thousands of subs, but only have 50 to 75 watching it live. Agreed. Again, my indicator, I don't say base, but look, 805 says, Rick, you're absolutely correct. D-Dub says, my son is 6 foot 240, former college football player, but if you mess with him, you still get me to deal with and wife you too. I'm going to black out if you mess with my girls. God help you if I black out. Yeah, I understand. It's better to grow homegrown instead of buying subscribers. Yep, dude, I've been at this for a while. Like, if you look back, like, case in point, some of you guys have been here for like quite a while. Some of you guys are newer. I have been doing live streams on YouTube for the better part of like 5 years. And I have been doing live streams on YouTube for the better part of 5 years on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I can count on my two hands in those 5 years how many times I have not gone live. Bobby says, how can viewers best help? That's the thing, Bobby. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I mean, you have to appease the algorithm, but you as a viewer are not going to. I personally feel like you as a single viewer, or the core 200, let's say 250 of you who are watching my videos religiously are not going to do it. YouTube is set up to want to get new eyes on my channel. And I was talking about this earlier. If YouTube didn't want new eyes on my channel, there wouldn't be a metric that shows me how many people who are watching my videos are subscribers and how many people are not subscribers. Why does that matter? It should just be views, period. But the metric is not just views. The metric is how many people are new to my channel. How many people is this video the first video of mine that they see? I mean, think about that. Think about that. And it's one of those things where, like, when you really, really think about it, it's like, man, it's rigged. The whole system is rigged. And if I am not making YouTube enough money, YouTube is not going to promote my videos. Like, and I'm definitely not making YouTube enough money. I can tell that because I am not getting rich off of YouTube like other folks are. It's a vicious cycle. Make videos of you working on the 500-gallon smoker. When or if I do start brick ground on it, I trust I will. Terry says, go to the garage, work on the smoker, and have the boys help. Yeah, they're not interested. And I've talked about this before where I'm not going to be that person, that parent that wants to force anything on my kids. Urko says, good evening, sir. Well, good evening to you, too. That's why I have catering questions. I come to you. Well, thanks, Terry, man. I appreciate it. Inevitability. Yes. Thank you, Russ. You know, well, all right. D-Dub said, I respectfully disagree. Well, D-Dub, man, I appreciate that, man. But you know what? I'm telling you, I don't put it past someone to watch, learn, and move on. All right? While I appreciate the fact that you are continuing to watch my videos, all right? But he said, I respectfully disagree. For my Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's cooks, I had my tablet out by the smokers with me and watched most of your answer a question while drinking a beer series. Well, that's what's up, man. I tell you, that's one of those things. So the reason I started doing that, and I talked about it briefly, is because I was going away. I was going away in 2019, and I said, well, how can I still provide content for everyone while I'm gone? I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to field a few questions. Let's answer some questions while I'm away, and then I'll be able to fill that void. Again, me being on a hamster wheel trying to get ahead and stack content so that when I was gone and had no internet access and I couldn't post anything to the internet, I would be able to still have the algorithm, to stay in the algorithm's, the good favor of the algorithm, in the algorithm's mind eye. And that's how the whole Ask Dash series came about. But then it became a thing of, hey, I actually like that. But the number of folks who watch the Ask Dash series are, I won't say few and far between. I don't want to take anything away from those of you guys who religiously watch, but I can tell you one person who is here who has almost single-handedly told me do this every single year or else is Victor. Victor said he enjoyed this series so much that was one of the things that drew him back. He watched it every single day. And I said, you know what? If he liked it, other people might like it too. Point blank. And there could be one person that asks a question, and I will answer that question to that one person, but I know that my answer will not only answer that one person's question, it will talk to other people. Like the video, the best video that I did this year, the best video I had this year was me talking about when barbecue goes wrong or when barbecue doesn't go as planned. And that video has, I feel like 100,000 views. It's not, but it's 75,000 views. And I got so many people oh my God, I can't believe you posted this. I've had the same problem. Or this is really real. But did it really equate to many subscribers? No. Yeah. No, Mark. No, you're good, man. I don't mind the questions, man. I feel like I'm rambling, and it is what it is. But I'm trying to catch up. Hey, Guns of Barbecue said I gotta split out. Keep your head up, brother. Tomorrow's a new day, and you'll get this. You do dash, and the rest will fall into place, my friend. Sure enough. Holy cow! I'm caught up on the comments. If you think the square light emitting box in front of you wasn't the spawn of catering advertising, it's all about the ad time. Yeah, it is. Like, I mean, you know, there were a couple videos where I played the game and I'm like, all right, well, this video has to be over 8 minutes long, because if it's over 8 minutes long, then I can put ads on it. And now it's 8 minutes. Before it was like 10 minutes or 11 minutes. And it's like YouTube keeps moving the goalposts, guys. YouTube keeps moving the goalposts. Russ said, "I watched you drop that. I watched you drop that pig in a blanket like 5 times." Yeah. So Victor is correct. He said, "Not or else," but it's a great series and it's becoming a tradition. You're absolutely correct. Bobby says, more importantly, you answer questions not everyone will answer too. Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is this, right? And this is something I've talked about and I've strived to understand, and I've strived to make it a point. If you take the time to ask me a question in a comment, in a video, in a text message, in an email, in a phone call, the least I can do is reply. The least I can do is reply. Now, some messages get lost in translation. Some messages just don't get to me. And it's unfortunate that YouTube is such a powerful medium, but the comments just get buried sometimes. My YouTube says, ever think of doing a cook-off between other YouTubers or subs? Yes, I have, but the problem with that is my schedule. I don't have the same ability to cook video or to cook like other people can or do. There are people who don't work full time. There are people who don't have to help their kids in the afternoons with homework. There are people who can devote an entire Saturday or Sunday to cooking. I don't have that luxury. Sundays, I'm not home. I have a part-time job that I picked up because of my my affinity to pew pew. I go and work at a range. The reason I work at the range is so that whenever I want to go and pop off my pistols, I can for free. It's a fringe benefit. So that I go and I work all day long on Sunday, all day. So that leaves evenings. Well, guess what? I don't get home until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm getting home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, basically, after picking up my daughter from school. Right now, we're in the winter. It's dark at like 4:30. How can I film outside? I don't want to draw a whole bunch of attention with me setting up a whole bunch of lights and cameras on the side of my house. No. Okay, you can cook in your garage. What am I cooking in my garage in the big smokers that I use for catering for my family? It just doesn't work out. Like, I don't have the same flexibility. I don't have the same bandwidth. I don't have that same ability to do a cook-off. Like, it's just, my cook schedule is different. Mark says, do you think the angle that you chose to use YouTube to create content is the best option? No, Mark, I don't. And I know that. And that's what I struggle with. Because I'm like, well, what can I do better? Or what can I change to get more views on my channel? But one of the things that I've realized over time is it's quality over quantity. I used to be a quantity over quality guy, okay? And then the whole thing was that was when I was getting people who were watching me cook, right? Or I would get people who would watch me cook, and I'm talking like, hey, I'm preparing a brisket today. I'm going to do this, and this, right? And I'm telling a story about the brisket being prepared. And I'm showing you how to do something, or I'm giving you a little bit of a tip here and a little bit of a trick there. And people are like, well, what temperature did you cook the brisket to? You missed the point of the video. Well, what did you season it with? You're missing the point of the video. You can season the brisket however you want to season it. You can cook it to whatever temperature you want to cook it to. I'm trying to get you to cook a better brisket by giving you a better technique, a better, all of those things. And that's not what is doing the best thing on YouTube. I completely understand and agree, Mark. But that is the angle I chose to pursue. That is the angle that I chose. Because my whole thing is like, there are 1,000,001 channels out there that are showing you how to cook something. Like, no, they're showing you how to season something and giving you a recipe. But they don't tell you the ins and outs of how to actually cook something. They don't tell you that your fire is going to go up and down and you're going to have fluctuations in temperature. So, oh, I set my smoker to 250 degrees and I cooked it. Man, that's bullshit. Your smoker is not staying at 250 degrees. It's not. Don't miss me with that, all right? Like, because it's not. But the aspect that I want to bring is realness. Like, I want to bring a dab of reality to this BS that people put on YouTube. Everything is not polished. Everything is not pristine. Everything is not perfect. None of those things. So that video I did where I messed up and I screwed up my cook and I had to save it, that was real. And I got so much appreciation for showing a real cook that I screwed up. Like, I'm like, dog, more people need to really show what really happens. But they don't. Because that's not going to get views. Steven Dash is just a down-to-earth guy. And you bring real. And that's what I appreciate. Well, thanks. Yo, Victor says, great moments with Dash. Here, brisket. Well, thanks, Laura. AJ's Ironworks says, you should finish Rosie or that other cooker you have. As many views as you get, it might take off. You're right. You're right, Adam. But see, here's the thing, right? And this is again another one of those things that people will. And Adam, I don't know if this necessarily, like, you might not get this because you're doing welding. You weld a fire pit, and people watch your video because they're interested in building a fire pit. You weld a smoker, and those people who wanted to watch the fire pit builds and learn how to make fire pits are not necessarily watching the smokers. But you get people who want to watch and learn how to make smokers. So then you get a whole new batch of folks that want to learn how to make smokers and weld smokers, and they're not watching the fire pit videos. You are making a Santa Maria grill, and neither one of those aforementioned groups want to learn how to make a Santa Maria grill. So what ends up happening is you do a video that is like subject matter expertise about this one thing. YouTube will show no one else any of your other videos. That's the problem I have when I veer off of or stop talking about catering content. If I do a video of me cooking a steak, or like Steven, he made a video today. If you haven't seen the video, he posted a video today where he made some cabbage and some bacon, and it looked pretty damn good. And I'm like, dude, I have some beef bacon in the refrigerator. I might have some cabbage. You know what? Maybe I'll go ahead and pull out the camera. But then it's like, oh man, someone found my video because they're looking up how to cook some cabbage or a different way to cook cabbage. So guess what? I don't have very many cabbage cooking videos. I have a video where I smoked something else and I cooked some cabbage on the smoker as well, but it wasn't the primary focus of the video. So YouTube, in all their infinite wisdom, to that person that came looking for how to cook cabbage, is not going to show that viewer any video of me talking about catering. That's not what the algorithm isn't going to do that. So it's hard. Well, KB, I saved that one for last, but it was one of the last videos, and I have been mulling over the fact, or the, dude, I've been mulling over whether I was going to actually, like post the video, because I'm like, you know what, that's gonna be someone's first video of mine that they see, and I'm like, why is this dude who was talking about barbecue sitting around burping? Like, what is that all about? So that's why I haven't posted a video. Not that I don't want to, KB. I just haven't. Cause I'm telling you that I got the footage. Like, the footage ain't a problem. Bobby's like, range job, yeah, dude, man. Yeah, I'm all about the 2A life. How can you compete on YouTube with a defined market? Only part time, while others are full time. Welcome to my dilemma, Mark. This is all part of the things that keep me up at night, and the things that make me unhappy, and the things that I don't have the answers to. And I mean, not for nothing, I am sober and sober enough, and I am like, I'm dead serious when it is a mentally draining situation. My investment into YouTube and my return on my investment is draining on my mental health. And it's not just me. And Justin said it. If you do not know who Destin from Smarter Every Day, he's said it. Casey Neistat has said it. Sarah Dietary has said it. I watched somebody today and they were talking about it. I'm like, oh, this guy's name, his name is Mitchell Stapleton. He has a 4-door Escalade that is turbo and runs like high tens. He's said it. Everybody is talking about burnout on YouTube, but no one knows how to fix it. No one knows how to get rid of it. And the problem is, YouTube isn't what it used to be. YouTube used to be organic. And then somebody came in and, Google or just straight YouTube or whomever, and the penny pinchers and the business people were like, oh, well, we need to make money off of this person who's doing videos. Well, we can make more money off of this person who's getting more views, so we're going to push their stuff. I mean, I get it, but it's just, yeah. Captain Newbie says spring cleanup in the garage video. Oh man, dude, y'all don't want to see that. AJ said, what's in your rub? What? That's the point of the video, right? Yeah. Look, Bobby says keep it real. I do, Bobby. I do. All you need is one video to go viral. Might come someday. Laura, I've had one video go viral in the sense every year. 2019, the video that went viral was me doing my beard. 2017 or 2018, the video that went viral was me buying Vanna. Okay? And when I say viral, like 75 to 100,000 views. I'm not talking a million views because I'm a realist, and I don't think that I have, I'll say that ability, but I'm not interesting enough. I'm not pretty enough, and what I have to say, I'm sure other people are out there saying it too. But I had a video go viral of me talking about buying Vanna and what a great decision it was to buy my cargo van. I had a video go viral of me using the hot beard comb. Okay, still getting views on that video, like consistently, still getting views on that video. I had a video go viral of this year. It was when barbecue goes wrong, and I keep saying when barbecue goes wrong, but it wasn't that one. Video from years past, like 2015, 2016, was me talking about fire management, talking about how, listen, the smoker is not going to sit at 250 degrees for hours and hours and hours on end. It's going to ebb up and it's going to drop down, and the temperature is going to, it's going to ebb and flow. And that was one video that went viral, per se. Like, I could look at the analytics here if it allows me to, and I could say, all right, what were my top videos? Oh no, channel content. It's not going to allow me to. Yep. It's not going to allow me to do what I'm looking for, because I have to verify myself, and I can't do that through because I'm using my phone currently. So, all right, let's see. Mark says, Dash, how can you tell your viewers they are missing the point of the video? You produced the video. I shouldn't miss the point. You should make your point clear. I shouldn't be confused. You're right, Mark, but my intention is to teach you a technique. But you come to the video wanting something that is not my intention. So I won't meet your expectation. Does that make sense? If you come to the video trying to learn how to season something or what temperature to cook something at, and that's not what I'm trying to teach you, or that's not what I want to share with you, then we're just two ships crossing in the night. Nah, no, Mark, don't apologize, man. Like, this is why we're here, and this. I won't say this is why I'm here, but I am literally. I feel like I'm just getting it off my chest. Like, Justin, so much more. He stated this so much more eloquently than I ever could, and my problem is, I would talk about this and I would ramble, and I will ramble because I know that I want to do another video about it. But it seemed like, and one of the reasons why I know that I'm going to ramble is because I don't sit down and do like bullet points or have talking points or things I want to cover, and I speak from my heart. Like, none of my videos are scripted. None of my videos do I have an outline. None of my videos are technically planned. They go how they go, and I'm like, all right, this is about what I want to do, and this is about how I think it should happen. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, y'all see me messed up. Laura said basically him trimming the brisket, nothing about cooking the rubs. Yeah. Bobby says awesome cabbage video. Well, thanks. Well, no, talking to Steven. Yes, indeed. Victor says they are looking for instant gratification, and the algorithm is catering to that. This is very interesting. Dry brines, pellet cookers, etc. These people just want instant importance. Adam says, well, Dash, I'm jumping out. Take care, my friend. I'm going to dry brine something. Oh, gosh. Did you see me roll my eyes? Tell Justin and family I said, hey, Adam. I have not been able to watch your videos lately, but I've been trying to keep up with things you post on Instagram. So I just, man. Laura says, sober enough. Yep. I have serious questions. I don't mean to point them. No, Mark, dude. I have no problem answering the questions. Like, feel free to ask your question, because if you have the question, someone else has the question too. And though it might be me talking directly to you, you are helping me to process, like, what can I do? Because I don't know. I don't have the answer. And there is no one where I can run to and say, how do I do better? What can I do to do better? What can I be to be better? Like, how? I don't have that answer. And the people who are so-called experts on this situation, they're just guessing. And I know that. The beard comb video still appears in my recommended list. Bobby, you're not the only one that has said that to me. One of my friends, my friend Travis, who he was on a live a few months ago now. Jesus Christ, it was November when I was in Florida. He said he sees that hot beard brush comb video recommended once a week, if not more. Once a week. And I'm like, well, how many times have you watched it? He's like, multiple. He's like, they keep recommending it. I'm going to click on the video every now and again. So, Bobby, to answer your question, I don't know how you can help. I don't. Because I don't know that you would have a big enough impact. I mean, it's horrible to say, I need you to tell a friend or to tell 10 friends, and they tell 10 friends, and those 10 friends tell 10 friends, and those 10 friends who tell 10 friends who told 10 friends need to tell 10 friends. There's no way. Like, I don't know. The Grumpus's Google, aka YouTube, got greedy. They are slowly killing the golden goose. And this goose ain't been feeling it lately. But hopefully I'll perk up soon. Grumpus is another one, man. Grumpus's videos are like, he is who he is. And that's what, it's so funny. Everybody is like, man, I like you for you. Thank you. But I didn't start my YouTube channel to be fake. I didn't start my YouTube channel for clout. I started my YouTube channel to help people. And there are some of you guys who are like, oh man, I'm willing to listen to this dude who is cooking on the side of his house or inside of his garage. Like, he might actually know what he's talking about. There you go. And people say, man, your opinion matters. I don't think my opinion matters. I'm just a guy, man. My YouTube says, hey man, you're better looking than Guga. Hey, look at him killing it. Well, thanks, man. He's got that accent though that, I guess the ladies love it. YouTube, my YouTube says, I think you're just hard on yourself, which can be a good thing, but only if you use it for self-improvement, not to hold yourself down. Man, no truer words have been spoken, man. I tell you what, man, I tell you, I think, I know I've talked about this. I have, but some of you guys are newer. When I got laid off from my job in December 31st, 2014, I got laid off. And I got a decent severance because I had been working with my current and still employer for like 11 or 12 years at that point. Excuse me. And I got a decent severance. Like, I got a decent severance package. Like 6 months or so. Maybe it wasn't 6 months. Maybe it was like 3 months paid. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this money. I'm going to pay down my debt. I'm going to do, things that I have to do. And then I'm going to give barbecue a serious shot. Like, I'm going to do it. When else am I going to get the opportunity? And then this is one of those things that I talked to Victor about. If not now, then when? All right? So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right? F it. I'm doing it. And I did. My business sustained itself. And I was able to pay for daycare for my daughter. Like, I was able to make enough money to pay for fuel in my car, gas in my wife's vehicle, pay her cell phone bill, pay for tolls in and around Baltimore City for me taking the boys back to and from school. I was able to pay for meat that I had to cook. I was able to pay for other things like my registration on my vehicle that's coming due. Actually, it's due at the end of next month. I was able to pay for other incidentals that happened. I mean, like, I'm a diabetic. I still had to pay for my diabetes medicine and all of those things like that, right? Like, all of those things I had to pay for, I was able to pay for with the proceeds from my business, right? And then one of the other things, too, at the time, my wife was taking care of a lot of the bills in the house because I was unemployed, right? So that I had to be the stay-at-home dad, right? And one of the things I did was I cooked every day, almost for the family, which meant that I was purchasing all of the food. The monies that I was getting to purchase the food were coming from the proceeds from my business. And a year and a half of that, after that year and a half, I was like, you know what? I need to go back to work. And I went back to work not because my business wasn't, like, I couldn't take it to the next level, but I went back to work so that my kids could go to private school. I wasn't making enough money doing barbecue to send them to private school, so I went back to work. I went back to work full time, and I'm like, all right, I'll just do the barbecue part time. And it was all well and good because it's like in the months leading up to me going back to work full time, my barbecue business slowed down. But of course, as soon as I go back to work full time, that's when everybody wants to book me for events during the middle of the week. Freaking Murphy's Law. I say all of that to say, when I went back to work, I felt as if I were a failure that I didn't get my barbecue business further off the ground. And it took me 6, 8 months to realize that that wasn't the case, because I had plenty of people who were consistently ordering, who knew who I was. I could go out and about in the city and like, oh, yo, I've heard of you. Really? You've heard of me? Like, you've heard of that company? Yeah. I mean, so, same thing, holding myself accountable and like being down on myself, like, man, like, I do it. And I know I do. Russ said, no dash. Some people seek ingredients. Not everyone is meticulous on process and method or appreciating the lesson. You're right. Nah, man, dude, Mark, you're not an asshole. And even if you are an asshole, you're my type of asshole. You know why? Because you keep coming back. I mean, if you came here one time and asked one stupid question, and if I pissed you off because I didn't answer your question the way that I wanted to, and you never came back, then you'd be an asshole. But you are here not every single week, but you are here consistently, and you talk about your barbecue business or your catering business, and you are participating. I know who you are because you are here. Again, if you take the time to come and hang out with me, the least I can do is answer your questions. Seriously. Laura says, do any of your neighbors come and say the smell is awesome? Yes, they do. Russ said, I didn't get half a Christmas bonus. Dude, you know what's crazy? I started working at the range in September. They gave me a Christmas bonus. They gave me a Christmas bonus. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, this is your bonus. I'm like, I've never worked at a place where I've gotten a Christmas bonus. Never. That was some shit that was on TV. Never have I ever gotten a Christmas bonus. My wife has gotten like a bonus here and there from time to time. Never have I gotten a bonus. I have worked in corporate America for way too long, and like that was not real. Victor says, say Grumpus has gotten cold enough for you to need to put on a flannel shirt. Yep. Dude, I've been there. Hell, I'm there now. Mark, man, I just, like I said, man, I feel like this conversation is for you. Not for you, but those of you who are here. Those of you, like, are here, okay? Not many people are going to sit and watch. Like, I know I don't watch live streams, man. I just, sometimes I can't. The best part of the live stream is the interaction, in my opinion. And then one of the other things, too, I don't necessarily watch live streams because I do a live stream for 2.5, 3 hours sometimes, and like I just don't have the time and energy to devote to watching someone else's live stream. Sometimes if I can't or don't catch it live, like it's just one of those things. Like, you're not talking about, oh, you want, if you fry some fish or fry some French fries or fry some chicken, you want that fish, those fries, whatever it may be, hot out the oil. I feel the same way with the live streams. Ah, excuse me. Johnny said my neighbor complains about the smoke. I asked them if they were vegan. Yeah. That Grumpa says, what is this bonus thing you speak of? Dude, I'm telling you, first time I've ever gotten a bonus. Ever, ever, ever. Terry says, I'm handing out cards and flyers advertising on my truck. What else can I do to get more customers? Terry's one of those things where, to me, and how, like I'm telling you, the food has to speak for itself. The food has to speak for itself. If you, and I am not a big proponent. I'm sorry, I had to adjust my earpiece here. I am not a big proponent or fan of samples. Like, I'm not. I don't want, I've told you that I feel like people will get a sample and that's just what they grow to expect. They're expecting to get something for free, right? So I don't want to get into the habit of giving people samples. But you have to get your name out there. You have to get your food out there. So Terry, one of the things that I used to do to try and to do this was I would do a sampler pack where I gave everyone a sample of everything that I cooked. It was like a half a pound of brisket, a half a pound of pulled pork, a half a pound of chicken, like a half a rack of ribs, 5 chicken wings, and like it was almost like a gimmick, but it was like it came in at about like $75, right? And it was one of those things where someone could say, hey, I don't mind trying this platter with all proteins, and I'm going to be able to taste everything this person cooks. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll do that. And if I could remember back or find like videos from the sampler pack days, but seriously, it was like a half a pound of everything or half everything. Yeah, so it it was half a pound of pulled pork, half a pound of brisket, half a pound of chopped chicken, half rack of ribs, and 5 chicken wings. Because I used to sell the chicken wings in orders of 10. And it was half chicken wings. And I think it was like, I'm pretty sure it was like 75 or $80 plus delivery. Well, actually, at the time I was doing the sample packs was in 2014. And I was, or excuse me, 2015, which was the first year I was selling barbecue. I did not charge delivery. I didn't charge delivery until the second year. And those people who balked and like, oh my God, man, why would I pay $6 for delivery? I'm like, delivery starts at $5. Depending on how far away you are from me, I'm going to charge you to bring you your food. Like, simply stated. But this is only a half a pound of pulled pork. Even more reason why I'm going to charge you $6 to bring it to you. Laura says put an ad in the paper. Keep the ad with the bill for taxes. Yep. This is a true story. I used to work for a brokerage shop as a voice tech, aka phone guy. Yep. Tell your neighbors to kick rocks. Yep. Johnny smoked some tofu on your neighbors. Yeah. Sad. I think they asked you to make something for them. Yeah. Try to keep the ad in the paper. Works. So they see the ad. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but when was the last time any of you picked up a newspaper? Advertising in a newspaper. Yeah. Victor says the only other live I enjoyed was Ricers. He explained to me it just wasn't worth it, and he felt it was actually, and he explained to me it just wasn't worth it, and he felt it was actually it. I'm gonna have to expand upon that one. Yep. So there you go. Grumpus that has a great idea. He says stick a magnetic sign on your vehicle, put your QR code on it. People will scan it at the stoplights, going down the road, parking lots, etc. I get more business from people seeing my shirt and asking me about my shirts, my hoodies, the the bowling shirts, the t-shirts, the hoodies. I used to think that I needed to have my company name as big as possible on my chest. Nope. I learned a very valuable lesson. The people who see me in, and I have people who see me in this shirt, they're like, Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue, where's that? What's that? And I tell them, I said, oh, and they said, barbecue? What do you know about barbecue? And I'm already digging in my pocket, pulling out business cards, telling them, like, I know a little something. Victor said about samples. I normally only do samples when I'm doing new recipes, techniques. They would be my tasting teams. I told them this food is not free. I expect an honest answer to what they thought. All right. Laura said I did it for my daycare. So the paper they wrote up for the cost in the ad show I had one. Yep. Victor said, "What is the newspaper? What was that?" Oh, Laura. Yeah, I'm getting there. Mm. Oh, Victor said, yeah, it was hurting his channel. I don't believe it. I talked to Ricer about it, and Ricer and I have a varied opinion on it, on the live stream situation, because yeah, we have. Russ said you're better off standing in front of a supermarket with flyers. He said, what's a newspaper?" Oh, Laura, now I understand what those numbers are. That's the yawn counter. Thanks. There's number 3 for you, Laura. There's number 3 for you. Russ said I used to deliver. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's like it's hard. It really is hard. Just just thinking. Mark, man, I just want to say um thank you for asking great questions and you know I appreciate that, Mark. Man, I like I said, I was just saying thank you because like like I said, you're not the only person that's going to have this question. You're not the only person that doesn't understand how the algorithm works. Same thing for you, Victor. You're like, well, the algorithm this and the algorithm that, and it would be nice to say yes, that is the definitive. Like right is right and left is left. Uh, but it's not the case. Russ said Sunday papers are so heavy. Yep, the only thing you want from the Sunday paper is the coupons. Man, I used to be on a mission buying Sunday papers to cut coupons for, well, to get the coupon pack for my wife to cut the coupons because I suck at doing coupons. I suck at doing coupons. Uh, mm. Victor says, and with that yawn, I'm headed to bed. Everyone have a great night and even better tomorrow. Well, thank you, Victor. Always a pleasure. Um, yeah. I'm tapped out. I started my morning this morning at 4:15 and it's almost midnight. Bobby says you're so genuine, Dash. Well, thank you. I am. I mean, like I said, I just I'm not trying to be anything else. Like I am me, and You know, that's it. That's it. Like, I'm not trying to be a pitmaster. I'm not trying to be a chef extraordinaire. Yo, I am a guy who likes to light fires, start fires, and I just so happen to cook. Like, seriously. All right, guys. I was trying to not hurry up, but trying to make it to the 3 hour mark. We got 10 minutes to go on this live stream, and I'm like, oh boy. Sorry. I think that's 4. 805 says, good night, everybody. Grandpa said at 14 years old, I delivered papers on my bike. 110 Sunday subs. Took me 3 hours and 2 trips. Jeez, man. Laura says, good night. Take care. Bye for now, Dash. And all enjoy the night, eh? Yeah, I know, Laura. Like, when I saw the 1, I was like, what the hell is that? And then when I saw the 2, and I was like, what the hell is that? And it was like, oh. So now I'm talking about it. Good night, everybody. Mark says, Dash, I understand. I am me. Dude, I like... D-Dub says, since I was late joining, I appreciate the extended live. Well, there are times, man, where we just get to talk about something and I'm passionate about it or I feel some type of way and I'm like, nah, y'all gonna listen to what I have to say on this topic, damn it. And then other times we are just having an absolute ball. I'm telling you, just talking about the YouTube algorithm is a slippery slope. It is. It's a slippery slope. There's some people who absolutely love it. Obviously, the ones who have benefited from it. And there's some people who hate it. The people who haven't. But it's one of those things where there are millions of YouTube channels out there. Millions. And if one of them pops up and you're like, wow, I never heard of that channel before. You're like, you're looking to me. Excuse me. Sorry, Lord. And you say, how does that channel have 400,000 subscribers? What did I do wrong? What, do I need to pray to get to that point? I don't know of anyone that can answer that question. I don't. Laura, bring it in. Squishy tonight. All right. Johnny says, good night, everyone. Yeah, I know. Laura, stop it. Stop it. Oh, damn it. That was 6. That made me about $3 a week. Big money at 14. Yeah, man. Mark says, night, rest well. Yes, sir. 110 Sunday. Damn, Grumpus. And then collecting. Yep. Hey, all right, everybody. I think I'm close enough. Not 7. That was 7. Thanks, Russ. Yeah, thanks, Russ. You know better than I do. I watched this one. Russian. He is 1.95 million. Is that the dude who crushes stuff with the press? You guys, y'all set me up. It's like putting a stop sign in front of a speed bump or something like that. Like, I gotta slow down for the speed bump, but then you put the stop sign there. I'm gonna coast through the stop sign, and then I get caught. Today was a slippery slope all day long for me. Martini time, yeah. Well, man, I'm not even gonna talk about my day. It's just not been a good day, and it's all right. It's not been a good day. I mean, I turned it around in the end, but Sometimes you just take a bad day with a good day. Let's take that L. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed before I fall asleep on camera. I can feel it coming along where I'm just going to sit here and get quiet and be like, just be asleep. So, hey, Steven, thank you, sir. Tell Jacqueline I said hey, and the missus. Talk to Buddy. Give Buddy some pats and, pets for me, too. Steven says, good night, everyone. Have a great rest of the week. You too, Laura. Bye for now, Dash. Yes. D-Dub says, good night, everyone. Hope to see you all next week. Yes, sir. What my mom say, Lord willing, and hope the creek don't rise. Old people, when they saying, sometimes you get it, other times you're like, what the hell does that mean? Terry says, time for bed. Good night, y'all. Thanks, Dash. Yep. Grumpus says, I'd watch Dash sleep on camera. Grumpus, please do not put that into the Ethernet, like into the ethos, rather. Because, man, oh man, like I said, this morning I was up at 4:15, and yeah, it's midnight. Grumpus said, I need to get out of here. Yeah, me too, as you keep commenting and posting. So I feel bad, like, not getting all of the comments. All right. I am done. Done. It's time for me to go to bed. Thank you guys so very much for watching. As always, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. When you get to the little survey thing, if you fill out that questionnaire, I would greatly appreciate it. It's only like 12 questions. My ear itches. 12 questions. So if you could, thanks in advance. If you have already, thanks in advance. And if you choose not to, thanks in advance. All right, guys. Thank you so very much again. I'll see you next time.